Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. Week 9 wraps up in the NFL tonight with Monday Night Football. The Washington Commanders will visit the Kansas City Chiefs. Washington will be without quarterback Jaden Daniels. It was announced last Thursday he would be out tonight with a hamstring injury. Kickoff is at 8:15. Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski announced that running back Quinshon Judkins is day-to-day due to the shoulder injury that caused him to leave Sunday's game at New England. The Browns will be on their bye this week. On the hardwood tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers go for their third straight win in the second leg of a back-to-back visiting the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. In baseball, Game 3 of the World Series between the Dodgers and Blue Jays is tonight. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. First pitch is at 8. And the Columbus Crew visit Cincinnati FC, beginning the best-of-3 series tonight in the MLS Cup playoffs. Kickoff is at 6:45. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday, everybody. Man is getting a nice little day off today. My friend Adam King from 10 TV is nice enough to hang out with us here today. How you doing there, King?
Friend? That's very nice.
Well, I mean, let's see after the 3 hours are done.
Put it on a T-shirt.
I don't know about that. Let's hold the phone. We've got our man, Ryan Baker, who is double shifting today. Yes, helping us out. Bakes, it's good to see you, my man.
How you doing, Mike?
Well, everyone's here. How you doing there, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Thank you. You play the game. That's very good. That's very good. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you. It's a typical Monday. We're in the middle of the World Series right now. 5:30, we'll do Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark. He is there. So we'll have boots on the ground. Foodgasm, as always, coming your way at 4:46. We got to do it. It is sad. It is tough, but Nick Mangold passed away this weekend at 41 years old. And, you know, it's incredibly tragic. You can't really say it in another way. You feel for his wife. You feel for his family. I never had the pleasure of meeting Nick Mangold. I only know him through listening to some of the storytelling going on from some of our former players here at the station that have played with him. You've heard a lot from Bobby Carpenter. I've seen, AJ Hawk and other places talk about him and share some stories. And all over social media because of his career with the New York Jets. This is one of the best centers that football has seen this quarter century. And he meant a hell of a lot to the Ohio State family. He meant a hell of a lot to the New York Jets family. It really is stunning to think back that we were talking about this. If you want to call it a plea, I don't know if I would say it that way, but it probably took a lot for Nick to speak up and to put that statement out about, hey, I'm looking for a kidney right now. I don't have a match in my family. If there's anything that you can do, find it in your hearts to follow this link, go get tested, anything at all. And gosh, that did not take a lot of time. It's so sad. It was sudden. We knew that he was sick, but like a lot of things, you kind of hear that, you put it in the back of your mind. And then it hit us this weekend, and Nick Mangold is gone at 41. We are sure going to miss him.
So I don't get starstruck by athletes very much. We work in this industry. We see all sorts of athletes. But
right.
I had the pleasure of meeting Nick Mangold at his induction ceremony with Ohio State. And when I saw him coming from across the room, I was like a kid on Christmas, because growing up, Nick Mangold is what it meant to be a Buckeye. He went to the NFL, and he showed everybody what it meant to be a Buckeye. He was an All-American. He was a national champion. He is an absolute legend. And all of that is to say that it is amazing to hear that he is, all the stories about how he is a better man than he is a football player. Because he was so nice. I got to talk to him for probably 20 minutes at the Hall of Fame ceremony, just having fun, laughing.
Yeah.
It was, you don't expect, and if you haven't heard it yet, Bobby Carpenter, very good friend with Nick Mangold, teammate, He had an amazing segment this morning where he just shared his love for Mangold and his family on Morning Juice. And when you hear stuff like him, him being like a Viking and he's that big, and Bobby called him a teddy bear. Like when you think about that, his
personality didn't seem fit for his frame or his look.
It's
right?
A very, very sad day for Buckeye Nation because it's absolutely. Nick is a legend both on and off the field.
Yeah, it's an Ohio guy to his core. And they're also, as you can imagine, a New York Jets family now. And they always will be for what that franchise and what that town meant to him. I saw Jim Tressel. I mean, I was almost like waiting. You knew that Jim Tressel was gonna come out and say something. He tweeted something out about him when he heard the news. He said Nick was everything you could wish for as a teammate, player, son, friend, husband, father, an American, loyal, hardworking, selfless, caring, and loving. Our hearts go out to the entire Mangold Buckeye Jet families. Love that man. We lost a great one. It's just been you really can tell a lot about someone's character. It's one thing, like you said, when you're dealing with a famous football player, but I feel like we live in a world where we're talking about famous ball players all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing about life is death follows. Like we know that's always going to happen. There is really no level of fairness in the game when you talk about it. When your time is up, and that's it. And it was way too short in this case for Nick Mangold. But we've sat here, like in the years that I've done this, a lot of people have died, Adam. Mm-hmm. But you can tell like when people that knew somebody and how quick they are to come out, say something about him, have a memory, share something. You're seeing about as much of that about Nick Mangold as anybody that I can dream up.
The NFL world, and rightfully so, felt like it stopped a little bit yesterday. Right. Everybody took a moment, and not only...
You saw Rex Ryan, right?
Oh, my gosh, so emotional.
Man.
And this is on an NFL Sunday, where the games are always the storyline. You have the Jets getting one of the most shocking wins in the last 10 years in the NFL. They walk into the locker room, and their coach is talking about Nick Mangold. Which, first of all, how absolutely special was it that the Jets come back to win that game in Cincinnati? I mean, that's beyond
special for them.
That's
not so special for the Bengals.
But
on that day, we'll get to that later.
Because of Mangold, and I love what Ted Karras said yesterday, which is, obviously he was up there looking out for the Jets, like just really, really special on that day. I understand if you're a Bengals fan. You have the actual football thoughts, but this is not about football. It's bigger than football. So, it was well-deserved, and you're exactly right. Every person that I saw put out something yesterday.
I saw, Bobby and Schlegel and AJ, like they hopped on. That was cool of them to do. They kind of did an impromptu version of the other show, the Bobby Carpenter show that he does. And they were talking about him the entire time, and then on their show this morning, too. And you go to our Twitter account, at 971 The Fan, our Twitter next page, and you'll see some of the clips up there if you're looking for that stuff. And I'm sure the storytelling is going to continue on this entire week, too, for those that were close to him and the people that work here that knew him very well. I feel like I missed out not getting a chance to know that guy, not crossing paths with Nick Mangold. But no real good way to transition from that. Like, rest in peace, Nick. It was devastating news this weekend. But, Adam, we got some fun stuff to talk about this week. And when we get back into the game here with the Buckeyes, we're sort of at this, we kind of have mile markers, like the bye weeks are kind of natural mile markers. Yeah. And the way that they've been stacked in each of these last two seasons, I don't know if I could make it, where you got one after the first quarter of the season when you go from non-conference play into a tough conference game on the road at Washington. That one kind of worked. Then you sort of get this time to relax and take a deep breath before you go into the November football. I mean, what better way to take a little break and then get into when it's real? But when you look at the schedule, there isn't that much that's real for a team that's this good. I don't know how much I know the national media is not going to do the Buckeyes any favors at all, even though they keep ranking them overwhelmingly number one. But they have
wait a minute.
What?
every person on earth that I have seen says, yeah, Ohio State's won, but they shouldn't be. Give me Indiana. Give me Texas A&M.
I know, 50
give me Texas
first place
Tech.
votes.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech.
Texas A&M, I know what you mean, though.
No, like, there was every team. It was somebody else is better than Ohio. Give me Miami. Give me, like, the LSU. They're
I didn't
better.
see Carson Beck throw those interceptions.
I mean,
they're better than that Louisville team.
Everybody was grasping at straws. They ran out of teams. And then they got to this point where they're like, well, I got to pick Indiana or Ohio State. Well, they're both Big Ten, and I don't like that. Give me A&M.
But what is this Penn State game?
It's
what is this?
odd. It's
an odd game. I don't know if I'm not going to call it a garbage game, but it's another game where Ohio State is playing where I have absolutely no fear, no concern at all. And I can't believe that we're saying that here in the middle of the season about Penn State. They've already said goodbye to James Franklin. That even feels like it was a month ago. They lost their Iowa game. They couldn't, circle the wagons. Iowa could be a pretty good team, but they were better in that one, but still lost. You're 3 touchdown favorites, and I really don't see any concerns as Ohio State not covering that spread.
This game would feel a lot different if they had Drew Aller, because really the one thing that I've said all season long about Penn State is that they underperformed, but across the board, they still have all the same talent that was expected to perform other than Allen.
Other than their quarterback.
Yes, than their quarterback. Like, this is still...
Bumps and bruises like most teams,
yes,
but most of their
the
key
defense,
guys there.
The defense that gave up, 25 to Iowa, that gave up 42 to UCLA, that was the same 5-star, this is a national champion defense as walked into the season.
All right, well, I actually have a PSA for all Buckeye football fans. I think it could help you the next several weeks. Adam King from 10 TV, he's helping us out. That is next. It's Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic on westbound 670 from 71 to Neal Avenue. We also have a bit of a delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War, by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY. Then when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Hey, it's Anthony. Wouldn't you want to drive into the new season with a brand new Honda from Germain Honda of Dublin? You can lease the 25 Honda Accord LX for just $199 a month or finance at 3.99% APR. Or the 26 Honda CR-V LX all-wheel drive, leasing from only $319 a month or finance from 4.99% APR. These fall deals are fantastic. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or you can shop online anytime at GermainHondaofDublin.com. With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in central and southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more.
Make your next shopping trip a good deal better during the Buy 5 Save 5 sale at Meijer. Buy 5 or more and save $5 or more when you mix or match over 2,000 items store-wide, like 12-pack cans of select Coca-Cola and Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. Sargento cheese slices, Huggies Snug and Dry diapers, and Friskies wet cat food. That's the good life, a good deal better. Remember to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot, available while you shop. It's free with most insurance plans. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any Ford tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Get a quote today at progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. We kick off the work week with temperatures in the low 60s. And then for tonight, partly cloudy skies with our lows from the upper 30s to low 40s. For Tuesday, more sunshine in the forecast with highs around 60. Next chance of rain develops early into Wednesday morning. And it'll be a chillier day to kick off midweek. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
#1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
I would like to tell you about my good friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Adam, maybe you've noticed a thing or two. Maybe you noticed that your energy levels are just a little off, a little lower than usual. Maybe the workouts aren't as productive. You're not exactly bulging through that suit jacket, my friend.
Well,
perhaps you're not sleeping too well. I don't think so. Maybe you feel foggy all the time. That's definitely you. Maybe the sex drive is off. You can't have that. You can't have that at all. It might be you're suffering from low testosterone. It is completely normal, and Tri-State Men's Health is here to help. If you're in your early to mid-30s, heading towards the big 4-0, even in your late 20s sometimes, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year. It happens gradually. Before you know it, boom, you're not feeling like the same guy. So go to tristatemenshealth.com. Take the little low T quiz. It takes hardly any time. You'll be done with that. See about that first appointment. It's just $99. You get the consult, the TMPSA test. If you sign up for the treatment the day of the appointment, that visit is free. And there's 2 easy to get to locations right here in Central Ohio. So try to say goodbye to low testosterone or low T, like I did when I got quick shots in the ace. Eow, and it's done. Tri-State Men's Health. So, Adam, I did want to say one more thing, because we'll talk about some of our good, clean boys and girls from the weekend later on in the 5 o'clock hour. But I definitely have to give that nod to Nick Mangold for all of the stories that we have heard and how, the way that he lived his life. There were just so many like fun things that were tweeted and clips that were shown. Maybe one of my favorites was when he was having his induction ceremony. You talked about being at the one at Ohio State. I don't know if he pulled the same move, but when it was in New York, the Jets Ring of Honor, he had a can of Bud Light, which I don't even know how that's possible for a man with a posterior. I mean, he's not Cal Raleigh big dumper, but that's a big guy. We've established he's got a can of beer just in his back jeans pocket, and he just nonchalantly pulls it out, does a toast to the fans for being there for him his whole career, cracks it open, and has a nice beverage.
I think that tells you all you need to know about who Nick Mangold is.
I think it was just a beautiful thing.
A beautiful thing. I will say, I don't know how he had pockets that big. I mean, I put my wallet in my back pocket, and I can start to feel it when I'm.
It's not that fat.
Yeah, you know,
it's very, very thin.
Yeah, I have no money. Okay,
none.
In terms
Makes
of
no
money, we have no money.
No money. No.
But you ever sit it down in your wallet, or like you're driving and like halfway through your hip starts to hurt?
Oh, you have your wallet in your back ace pocket while driving?
I do.
Take that sucker out. Put it in the little center console.
And what? And then the thieves can take it?
Don't forget it.
Well, have you met me?
The Den of Thieves?
That's staying there for 4 days.
then the thieves take it?
Yeah. Then they come and take it.
You don't leave valuable stuff right there in the open in your car, especially if anyone's lived in an apartment complex. You know there are certain do's and don'ts. You got to get all that good stuff out of the car. You can't be doing that.
You know, I lived in an apartment complex that people were taking. They were breaking into cars, and then they stopped that. So then you know what they started doing?
What?
They started putting cars
breaking into cars wasn't good enough.
No, yeah. They started taking all the tires, and you'd come out every morning.
Just steal the car. Yeah, just take the car. I'd rather you just steal the car than take my tires and my wheels.
You'd come out. It's like 8 in the morning. 4 cars are sitting on cinder blocks. Like, goodness gracious, that's a brutal day.
Well, I'd heard stories like in cities where crime is really high, like Chicago, or maybe throw downtown Columbus in there as well. I don't know. But I'd heard stories where people would start just stealing parts from the car.
They took
what is this, a horror movie? You take the Johnson rod out, it doesn't start anymore?
But here's the problem.
I'm going to get ready to get the 8-hour drive back home, and my car's looks perfectly fine, but you took some key component.
You can't figure out what's wrong in that moment. You're
right.
Like, what do you mean? What did I break now?
Why what is this, The Shining, where he goes and like messes with the thing on the snowcat?
Yes, exactly. That's brutal. So.
Do you ever have anybody get their car stolen, though? Like living the apartment life? What was the worst horror story you heard, either from you or a friend or a buddy?
I've got this. This is true. I saw it happen in person. So it's about 3 in the morning, and I start to smell something. I'm in an apartment. Mind you, this is like a nice part of town. Like, it's not like the nicest part, but like, we're not.
Adam King lives in okay apartment
I live in an okay life,
right.
all right?
Yeah,
we're not, you know.
That thing about no money, not entirely true.
This is just not common for where the area was. So when we called it in, they were very confused.
Okay, but you're smelling something.
So I'm smelling something. I'm like, I get up. I'm like, what is that? And so I walk out onto my balcony, and I'm looking, and it smells like burning plastic.
Oh, no.
And so I start like walking, and you can kind of see flames. And so I walk down to the parking lot, and there's like 10 different people. This is 3 in the morning. Someone had thrown what do they call those cocktails?
A Molotov?
Into a car.
Someone just chucked
set it on fire.
Burning bottle of
and set it on fire and
vodka.
drove away.
Really?
Yep. And so it burned. Like the car burned to the ground.
They like chucked it at the windshield, busted glass, everything.
Yep.
Why not just put it like in the gas tank to make it really cool?
Well, because then you probably get hurt.
That way you get but you walk away like you're in a movie, like The Equalizer or something. You walk away, it blows up in the background. Way, like you then had like the countdown effect to it. This is not meant to condone.
Hold on,
trust
Timmy,
me.
Where were you on that night? Now I have more questions.
This is more like just a Hollywood type of thing. It's a cool looking thing. Do not ever do that to anybody's car, but. If you're going to chuck a Molotov cocktail at it, may as well do the cool gas can trick.
I will tell you, that was when I decided we were moving. I was like, that is something that can happen at 3 in the morning.
You starting to tell that story about a car being caught on fire. There was a nice apartment complex when I was at KU, and we used to always make fun of these guys because it meant that their parents were rolling in it. and they got to stay in digs that were way nicer than any of the rest of us did. There was an apartment complex in Lawrence, Kansas that opened up there. It was called the Legends and Leaders, right? It was a cool name. The only claim to fame for this spot was one of the tornadoes that touched down while I was going to school there. Missed this complex by about 6 inches. Everyone had a great view of this twister that came through, and it was all the talk in the town because I never saw. It's not like you want to see one. I had heard all the stories. I never witnessed one. Never saw one. Never saw a twister touchdown all the time I was there.
Great movie.
My one good buddy who
we got cows.
My one good buddy who lived in suburban Kansas City was living in this apartment complex, and shockingly, he had a nice Jeep Wrangler, which also was must be nice. Freshman in college, you're cruising around in a brand new Jeep Wrangler. This puppy got stolen from this very affluent, very nice apartment complex that a lot of the richer college kids lived in. And after about 2 or 3 weeks had gone by, he's talking to the police and trying to find out where, if and when he was going to get his car back. Nothing came up of it. Finally, they come back to his apartment at some time. This was late at night. And they asked him if he had still known where his car was. And they said, well, I think we found it. It took some time to figure it out. But they took him out to where the car was, and it was in the middle of a farm field, burnt to the frame.
What?
Just completely burnt down to the metal framing of the Jeep Wrangler.
Why did they take him out there?
Nothing ever came up from it, but there was, a little bit of suspicion that came from the cops based on how this looked. Like maybe, were you into anything? Did you have any enemies? I can assure you he did not this guy. And of course, he winds up getting an Acura RSX out of the equation.
There you go.
When the insurance money comes in, it's like, please take my Mazda B2200. That's like the short bed pickup truck that doesn't even have power steering. It was like a $2,000 vehicle when we bought it. It was next to nothing. Please take that and burn it at the stake. Give me the insurance money.
I just like the idea,
which is nothing,
that these guys drove him out there like, hey, we found your car. We're going to take you to your car. He probably thought like, oh, good, I'm going to get my car back. And then they just take him to a burnt, to the crisp car.
Why
couldn't you just tell him that?
Seriously, right?
Just say, hey, want to let you know, car's gone.
Car is done.
We're going to get you an Acura, but that car's done, all right?
I tell you, just even thinking back to my first official car, that's a special memory, right? That's a special thing. The first car that you ever had, and mine was that 1990 powder blue Mazda pickup truck. Most people didn't even realize that Mazda made pickup trucks. That's what I was cruising around in. Sarah couldn't even drive the thing because she couldn't muscle it up enough to even turn the wheels, and that's what I was tooling around with the entire time that I was in school.
Somebody in the chat said, did they leave a note that said, from Dirty Mike and the Gang? Great movie. The Other Guys, if you've never seen it.
Of course, the chat is open, as always. They love you, too. That's the good thing.
The chat and I have a great time.
Yeah, the YouTube chat, big fans of Adam King. I didn't tell you right there. I promise my PSA for all Buckeye football fans that I think can help for the next few weeks. I promise. I'll give it to you coming up here.
Is that a tease?
In 2 minutes. Adam King from 10 TV is hanging out. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute delay on northbound 270 on that east outer belt between Main Street and East Broad Street. And you're also looking at a couple-minute slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East and West Split. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan. Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarkets is your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving Turkey Sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, savory stuffing, and cranberry sauce. The ultimate holiday comforts in a sub. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving Turkey Sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Columbus State's IT programs prepare you for a high-tech career in Columbus's fastest growing fields. Our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Apply at cscc.edu/IT.
This time of year, it's all or nothing, and Toyota's got all you need during Toyota Truck Month. Now through November 3rd, get 1.75 APR financing or $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a 25 Tundra SR Crew Max for $409 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Script Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I see I got some people going with that one, too. Your first ever car. You think about that. You think about the color of that car, how comfortable the seats were. If you had a nice radio. I had one of those aftermarket CD players that were installed.
Yeah.
But I didn't even have any speakers, though, to play the music. I had these, like, two tiny little 4-inch speakers that just had echoed sound, no woofer, nothing. But that was what the powder blue Mazda B2200 hoisted, baby. That's all I had. It's all the sound power I had.
I think back, we're talking about, stealing wallets. Remember when people used to steal the cover of your radio? They would break into your car and take your radio.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's why they had the little ejector thing for the face and walk around in my back pocket with the CD cover.
Bake knows what we're talking about.
Mine was
1,000%.
Mine was a KOSS stereo. Remember KOSS? That's what I had. That was good. It's like $119 at Best Buy.
You were living large.
Is what that thing cost. Someone else in the chat was actually saying that they had the similar Mazda pickup truck. I didn't know that anybody else had those. I wish I still had mine because it would probably be a collector's item. A lot of Dodge Neons going off in the chat. Yeah. Ford Taurus is a popular one.
Grandma's Buick Century. When you floored it, it actually went slower.
Pem with the 89 Honda Accord. All white with the radio deck. That is nice. That really is. So we got the plug sheet. Fish already dropped off the plug sheet for today. Coming up tomorrow morning on T-Bone and Tyvis. They are from 6 to 9 in the morning. They'll be talking jackets with the hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grandpierre. That's at 7:17. Big win for the boys on the road at Pittsburgh to make up for the Capitals game the night before, where we did have our sweet night for the show, and it was great to see all you guys. We had a good time, even though we got blasted on the ice. That one didn't go our way. Also, tomorrow on Bishop and Friends, they've got that popular segment, Tuesdays with Taberi, your guy.
Yeah,
that's
I know
10:30.
him.
Yeah, that's at 10:30. Then we got the Ryan Day press conference at noon. That'll take you right in to Rothman and Ice. And, of course, at 3 o'clock, you've got this fine program, Common Man and Timmy. I'll take you inside the Buckeyes tomorrow at 3:46. So, speaking of those Buckeyes, here's my PSA. For all the Buckeye football fans right now, Adam, you tell me if you agree, because it's one thing to sit down and watch college football when you don't have Ohio State going on, but we kind of alluded to it in the opening segment. You can just sort of feel this. There's this sense that despite Ohio State being the clear-cut number one team in the country right now, their schedule that is upcoming here from now to the end of the season, it's not going to present a whole lot of challenges. The Penn State game is the Penn State game. The word of the wise is, whatever anybody else wants to say or do, if they are SEC homers, if they are buying all of what they're selling with all of the ranked teams that they have and that everybody in that league is a certain type of way. I saw one tweet even saying, oh, look at Alabama beating preseason ranked number 13 South Carolina on the road. It's almost comical. You knew that somebody was going to do it. Someone was going to try to pad that come from behind win for Alabama, where they go on the road against unranked teams. It is hold your breath every single time Alabama does it. Ohio State does it. They come up with comfortable wins. They do it with offense. They do it with ridiculously good defense. They do it in different phases of the football game. So that's how they do their work, whether they played a ton of ranked teams or not. You'll see Texas still ranked in the top 20. They'll try to use the Longhorns to however it fits their narrative. Oh, we're a deep league. Look how far down Texas is. But you'll still want to hold Texas up in high regard unless it comes to Ohio State. Then it's not that good of a win. But, they're still pretty good. They're ranked in the top 20. Look at them going on the road and beating Kentucky and then surviving against Mississippi State. So I would just say, Adam, don't engage. Let them put their teams where they want to put them. It doesn't matter. You look at the AP poll, they'll be ranked where they're ranked. College football playoff, wherever they go, it doesn't matter for you. Just sit back and enjoy the games.
All right.
That's the PSA.
All right. Now, can I have a PSA to your PSA?
No, you can't.
Okay. Well, then we'll just sit here in silence while we both think about everything you just said. I am so tired of you pretending like that wasn't a scrappy South Carolina team. That was a tough 3-4 Gamecocks team.
I'm sorry, all right?
When I look at Alabama's schedule, they went on the road to South Carolina, and they showed why they're a champion-based team. You find me Ohio State's quality loss this season. You can't. You cannot find their quality loss.
I know. Yeah. That Florida State team at the beginning of the season, that's what they'll say. That was an unbelievable Florida State team at the beginning of the season. You can't look at what they are now, losing 4 straight games and probably going to fire their coach. But if we were going to do that for Ohio State's game against Texas, then it would be another story, right?
When you look at Alabama, first of all, sidebar, congrats to you, because you killed me with you saying every time Alabama goes on the road against an unranked team, it's sketchy, because it always is. It's always like a 7:30 at night, and you're like, you're going to lose this game, and then they find a way to win.
But then they use that against everyone else and see that's life in the SEC.
What do you think?
It doesn't matter if they're ranked. It's just a tough place to go and play.
I'll play their game. You ready? What do you think? What was the final score of the Wisconsin game for Alabama at home?
They won that game 38-14.
Well done. So
did I get that right?
You did. You nailed that. That's concerning.
What am I, Bodie Wells, when it comes to Notre Dame scores from 10 years ago?
Horrifying.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
At Missouri. Missouri is a good instance of this. I really like what Drinkwitz is doing in that program.
Good old little Drinkwitz.
But for them to be 19th right now, it's a little. They have wins over Central Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, South Carolina, and UMass.
Ooh.
And they're considered one of the best 2-loss teams in the country. And Auburn, a game that they squeaked by Auburn, who's awful this year.
Again, like when most of your teams are already ranked to start the season, you get that benefit of the doubt.
But yeah, exactly. But and here's the thing:
that's what they have cooking for them. They have ESPN on their side too, and I do think that does something for the narrative that seeps into the minds of the voters nationwide when they're thinking through these teams.
Well, so I'm looking at the rankings here: Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas. 3 2-loss SEC teams ranked ahead of 2-loss Michigan. I'm fine with Oklahoma being ahead of them because they beat them straight up. That's how it should be. But it's silly. Tennessee is 6-2. You want to know who Tennessee beat this year? They beat Syracuse, Eastern Tennessee State University, UAB, Mississippi State, Arkansas, and at Kentucky. You can't.
They had a road win at Kentucky.
That's their biggest quality win.
They had a road win at 2-5 Kentucky. Honestly, that's Tennessee. That's a top 15 team right now.
But they only lost to Georgia by 3. So you got to give it to them, I'm so tired of LSU's.
And then they only lost to Alabama by 17. That's what Tennessee has
done. Ole
done.
Miss is their best win of the season. It's over LSU. They proved to everybody why they deserve to be there. They beat LSU by 5. They were good against Oklahoma this past weekend.
Again,
I'm just tired of it, Timmy. I'm tired of it.
I'm just going to say, like, where Ohio State is, it doesn't matter at this point. You're going to be in the college football playoff no matter what. If something comes down to where they're going to want to nitpick at the schedules because the SEC can boast playing a lot of games against each other with numbers next to the team, they'll take a look at, a run and say, like, ooh, this team played 4 straight against the top 25. Let alone, like, if you win all of those, yeah, sure, then that's great. That's something that can be a feather in your cap. But that doesn't mean that takes away from what this Ohio State team is based on just playing a game against Texas and Illinois as your top 25 opponents so far. The game at Washington was still a solid win. You can't do anything about where Wisconsin's program is. And maybe the 2 biggest offenders right now for Big Ten football is where Wisconsin has sunk to, and that Penn State is this far off the map. Like, the Penn State thing, we can all agree, that's the biggest thing for Ohio State's strength of schedule right now, and how it appears is that would be a top 5, top 10 team in the country, and they have gone completely off the railroad tracks. So you just have to not worry about it. Play your game. Get to the end of the season. You'll have the Michigan game. You win that, you're 12-0. None of it matters. Then you just go and prove it once again in the college football playoff. That's what it will all come down to. It's still ahead of you. You don't even need to play these games. You won the national championship. That's the other thing. You're the one that's wearing the crown. You represent the Big Ten. Indiana also is an incredible team, and they get no credit. They're not even one of the famous programs. And look at what they're doing. Look at how they're beating people. It's ridiculous what they've done.
I say all this to say it is crazy to look at the polls and see Ohio State and Indiana as 1 and 2.
It's nuts, right?
And the SEC, okay. Texas A&M, give them credit. They're 8-0. They've won a lot of games that continue to surprise me. Alabama, they've struggled a little bit. Georgia looked rough to start the season, but they're figuring it out. And Oregon's best win is at Penn State. So I don't know. I don't think I'm fine if you want to say that Ohio State hasn't proven themselves, but don't pretend like anybody else in the country has, because nobody has that win that absolutely solidifies that they are a dominant team.
How much have you heard about this new Buckeye football book that
a lot.
Is available?
A lot.
And it will be readily available for the holiday season. Our pal Bill Rabinowitz, who used to write for the Columbus Dispatch, he is an author. He's written several of these books, and this new one that he has penned, Buckeye Brotherhood, that has a lot of really insightful stuff about last year's story, and especially things that centered around that loss to Michigan. He's going to jump on the program and give us some tidbits about that and share some thoughts on this team and if they can repeat. That's coming up. Adam King is in with us. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch out for some slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. There's also a slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to 33. This report is sponsored by Ohio's Secretary of State. Ohio's election is November 4th, and you have 3 convenient ways to vote: early in-person voting, absentee voting, and voting on Election Day. Find everything you need at voteohio.gov. That's voteohio.gov. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Dormar, you're pilot hero.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, Go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Hey, it's Anthony. Wouldn't you want to drive into the new season with a brand new Honda from Germain Honda of Dublin? You can lease the 25 Honda Accord LX for just $199 a month or finance at 3.99% APR. Or the 26 Honda CR-V LX all-wheel drive, leasing from only $319 a month or finance from 4.99% APR. These fall deals are fantastic. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or you can shop online anytime at GermainHondaofDublin.com.
All month long at Twin Peaks, celebrate National Dessert Month with sweet endings like our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with rum chata sauce, or the Twin Peaks Sundae with a warm Ghirardelli brownie. Pair it with a Screwball peanut butter whiskey for the ultimate game day finish. Twin Peaks Eats, Drinks, Scenic Views.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
This ain't one of them, Timmy.
It's not the show, it's a spot. All October, we're watching our football team on Saturdays and the tailgate buffet.
Ooh, Mikey likey. Plus, they've got the 3 apps for $12 deal, and you can beat the crowds and reserve a table.
Yes, do that at HollywoodColumbus.com. And we got a special offer this month. Become a new member of our rewards program on the ESPN Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Relationship benefits at KeyBank reward you for things you were going to do anyway, like using your KeyBank checking account 5 times each month. You could unlock higher interest rates, more cash back, and loan discounts. Now, imagine getting rewarded for other things you were going to do anyway, like high-fiving.
Yes.
Calling your mom.
Hello.
Or petting cute dogs. If only. Learn how simple it is to get benefits when opening a checking account at key.com/relationship. KeyBank opens doors. All credit products subject to credit approval. KeyBank, member FDIC.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU Football Insiders. You know, it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the tin man.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
What's the point of watching football all weekend if you can't overanalyze it?
Reaction Monday is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by our friends at Hinderer Motor Company right here on The Fan. Adam King of 10 TV. Nice enough to hang out with us today. I do appreciate you moving up. I saw you back there. You were working like a madman. You were in here early. That's why I respect with you TV guys over there. You put in long hours. You were recording a bunch of stuff so you could be here with us live in the flesh from 3 to 6 today.
Yes, I got all that out of the way so that I could do the fun part now. And then I got to stick around and do the 6 o'clock and 11 o'clock news as well.
My God.
Yeah.
You know what? I say you don't have to do that.
Okay. All right.
I say after 6 o'clock, right, Baker? He's done. 6 o'clock, he's done. He recorded stuff before. He's doing the show. That's a good day's work.
Listen, if I can pull double shift, he can too.
Let me just say this.
But he's already doing double shift.
That's true.
We're asking triple shift.
Let me
right
just
now. What do you want to run round table 2 tonight?
I'll do it all.
You know, well, you're not doing that.
Let me say this, and it's one thing, and it sounds corny, but it's absolutely true, and then we'll get back to it. I have the coolest job in the world, so I have no problem sticking around till 11 o'clock. I love it here.
Well, this is cool, too. I was texting with our guy, Bill Rabinowitz, last night, and he's the author. He's the college football author, Bill Rabinowitz, right now, who joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Bill, congrats on your book. You've written a few of these before about, big-time Buckeye football seasons. I know you had the one about Urban Meyer's first season back in that 2012 year that you documented so well. But this thing has been... We've been seeing excerpts from it about some of the details about the loss to Michigan and what happened afterwards. But it's something that a lot of Buckeye folks are going to want this Christmas. How you doing, Bill?
I'm good, Tim. How are you?
We're doing fantastic. I, too, have now read the entire chapter about the Michigan game and the fallout. Is that... Everything is centering on that game, and for good reason, because that is what that 2024 season is going to hinge on. What happened in that game? But, Bill, I think the most important stuff was the aftermath and that incredible meeting that took place where Ryan Day basically allowed all of his players and coaches to get anything off their chest that they wanted to. Maybe not a lot of coaches in college football could sit through that, and that's why Ryan is who he is.
Yeah, I agree. And in fact, Caleb Downs and Seth McLaughlin told me they couldn't imagine, they were at Alabama before they came to Ohio State. They said they couldn't have imagined Nick Saban sitting there and taking it the way Ryan Day did. And that gave him even more respect among the players that he faced the music. I mean, look, Ryan Day was the coach. They certainly had a flawed game plan against Michigan. They paid the price. They lost the game. But as he pointed out to the players, look, we as coaches can only do so much. If we hadn't missed 2 field goals, if there hadn't been interceptions, if the kicking game had been better, or they botched a couple of returns, coaches can only do so much. And the players accepted that. But I tell you, I mean, I joked with the players when I talked to them because I had to piece it together over months. Why didn't one of you guys, record the thing like a good journalist, and that would have made my life a lot easier. Just hand me the tape and we're done, instead of having to try to piece it together. And but yeah, it was a remarkable meeting. I can just picture it. Ryan Day sitting there in a chair in that team meeting room where we had the press conferences, and player after player just challenged him, and he would challenge them, and the players would challenge each other and say, "Why did we do this? Why did we do that?" I remember Carson Hinsman telling me that he kind of took the blame. The offensive line took the blame for the inability to run. Yeah. And I thought one of the most poignant things, I'm just picturing this, is poor Jaden Fielding just sitting there silent because he had missed the 2 field goals, 34 and 38 yards or whatever it was.
That's right. Yep.
And that was the difference in the game in some ways. And, he'd already suffered. I mean, he had gone through hell because of those misses. And the players knew that. His teammates knew that, and they supported him. But I could just picture him in that meeting not saying anything because he knew how pivotal he was in that game. And that's what made him kicking the field goal at the end of the Notre Dame game so much more special because, look, they had a 99% chance of winning that game even if he had missed it. They were up 8 at the time. But that clinched it. Mathematically, it clinched it. And to see him end the season that way, that's just a great moment for him. But yeah, the meeting is remarkable. I've never heard of a meeting like that taking place. You hear all the time about players only meeting or this or that. Nothing quite like that because as player after player told me, we walked into that room one team and we walked out of it a different team.
Mm.
When you are hearing this story, and, we had all kind of heard stories about this meeting, but then you do this book and you get to really dive into it. What was your initial reaction to just kind of hearing all of this? And how much do you think it's changed Ryan Day moving forward as a coach? Just that one meeting maybe changing the whole trajectory of his career?
Ryan Day, in that moment, was probably the most vulnerable he'd ever been as a coach. He knew what his family was experiencing, although even he didn't know all that they were experiencing. RJ told me, their son, told me that he didn't tell them about the death threats he got because he didn't want to add to the burden. So, but Ryan Day knew just how much his family was suffering. And he knew the only way to make it better was to win the playoff. He couldn't just win one game in the playoff. He had to win it all. And so I think that gave him this motivation. Nina, his wife, told me that she had never seen him work that hard for that long in his life. And look, all these coaches are hard workers. It's just the nature of the job. But he took it to an extreme level, and was kind of maniacal. Waking up in the middle of the night to type up notes, all that kind of stuff. Just went on fumes and anger. But the fact that he sat there in that meeting and took it from the players, I tell you, the players wanted to win the championship for him as much as they wanted to win it for themselves.
Bill, do you think they're doing it again this year?
At the start of the year, I thought they were not going to win it again. They had lost so many players, of course, lost both coordinators, and you thought, Ohio State's never won back-to-back championships. And then this season, as it's gone on, and again, the big tests are ahead of the team. And Texas, as it turns out, isn't that good. They haven't really been tested, and they will be at some point. Nobody goes through a season untested. But then you look at the schedule and you go, well, who's going to challenge them? I mean, Penn State obviously looked at the beginning of the year like that would be a really tough test, and we saw what happened there. Michigan is its own entity, and nobody would ever say that's a gimme because it's Michigan. But Ohio State's a better team than Michigan. I don't think anyone questions that. But the psychological part of it, Indiana awaits probably in the Big Ten championship game. That's a tough game. And then the playoff. But, I would put it this way. I don't see a better team out there. And if Ohio State plays to its capability and fixes the run game and gets maybe a more consistent pass rush, it's pretty much a juggernaut.
And we still have the most dramatic game coming up. Now, Bill, this book is the number one football book on Amazon, despite not being available for a month. This is awesome. Congratulations on the project. And there's so much more good stuff about that team than just the surroundings of the Michigan game, though I do think that's the most interesting part. Congrats on the book, man. Thanks for giving us a heads up about it today.
I'm happy to be on. Thanks for letting me share the story.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There he goes, our pal Bill Rabinowitz, who's done a great job covering Ohio State football. And that's the dream, right? To put it all down into a book at some point when the team does a certain thing. And that Buckeye team last year gave you the opportunity to tell some incredible stories about it.
What I want is that book, but an audio book narrated by Will Howard. And then you just sit and drive.
The good, clean boy, Will Howard?
Clean boy, Will Howard.
Yeah, well, let's talk some NFL coming up here. And I hate to do it to start the hour, but I'm going to begin by horrifying you. That's next. Adam King from 10 TV is here. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 70 on the west side between West Broad Street and Hague Avenue. We also have an accident that's causing some holdup on High Street south of Henderson Road. This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-58-99966.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year, taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350, lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
When you're building a single-family house, multi-unit house, townhouse, penthouse, row house, or tiny house, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. The Columbus builders who are building Columbus do. They know they can rent the right equipment at the right price right now, thanks to the largest rental fleet and most rental locations in Columbus. All powered by people for equipment know-how, support, transport, and training. So no matter what you've got going in or going up, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more.
See store for details.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're a sports card fan like me, you've got to check out Midwest Cards in the Arena District, right outside Nationwide Arena. These guys are true collectors themselves, and they've built a shop that lets you experience card collecting in a whole new way. They've got sealed boxes, packs, single cards, signed memorabilia, and plenty of TVs in their lounge. Yeah, they have a lounge. And don't forget the card bar, where you can open packs while you have an adult beverage. It's awesome. Stop by Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and a multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com, 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. Week 8 wraps up in the NFL tonight with Monday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs will host the Washington Commanders with kickoff at 8:15. Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski announced today that running back Quinshon Judkins is day-to-day due to the shoulder injury that caused him to leave Sunday's game at New England. The Browns will be on their bye this week. In the association, the Cleveland Cavaliers go for their 3rd straight win in the second leg of a back-to-back, visiting the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off tonight is at 7 o'clock. In baseball, Game 3 of the World Series is tonight between the Dodgers and Blue Jays. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. First pitch is at 8. And the Columbus Crew go visit Cincinnati FC, beginning a best-of-3 series tonight in the MLS Cup playoffs. Kickoff is at 6:45. This update sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month long. Call 844-346-1800. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan.
The show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No! That is a bad place to touch. No. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
I want to tell you about my friends at Victor's Home Solutions. It's getting to be late in the year. Adam, it's time we want to take a look at your house and make sure everything is tip-top as you're heading into the winter. Maybe you see that roof is not in tip-top condition. Might want to get that thing looked at. Maybe it needs replacing. Well, Victor's Home Solutions, that is what they are experts at. I have had my very own 21-point roof inspection. It is completely free. They will assess the exact condition of that roof and tell you exactly what needs to be done with it. They get up in that attic, too. Make sure that the insulation is all right, that the attic ventilation, more specifically, is totally right, because that sucker can get hot and get freezing cold in the wintertime, too. Plus, you'll see why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Thousands of 5-star ratings for customer service and their high-quality craftsmanship. And since no one wants to pay high interest rates, for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5 years no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. Call 866-VICTORS, 866-VICTORS, or go online to victors.com. NFL weekend, Adam. NFL weekend indeed. And when I look at the Cincinnati Bengals right now, dear God, what a mess. What a tragic mess for that team. And I know Joe Burrow is still out, but there was a nice warm feeling. I even said it myself here on Friday. That was as much of a lock as I could ever feel for a team that had no Joe Burrow and for a team whose defense is that bad. But it was the Jets. It was Aaron Glenn and the Jets who didn't even want to say what quarterback he was starting. They flip-flop all over the place with what they say in their own building about Justin Fields. Aaron Glenn, one week will say, how dare you criticize him? The next week, he's not the starter anymore. Woody Johnson comes out and says, this guy stinks. If we could just complete a pass or gain some yards through the air, maybe we could do something. Well, you let that team come in there. Justin Fields had 244 yards, had a touchdown pass, ran one in. The Bengals defense looked like they were trying to tackle a ball carrier for the first time in their lives. Breece Hall, who's done absolutely nothing, has 133 yards on the ground, even throws for a touchdown when it's all said and done. And Zach Taylor continues to look as inept as anyone I've ever seen that has an offense with that much talent. And they've always been an offense with that much talent since he's been there. It is just so bad now as they drop to 3-5. I just say tank the rest of the year. That was the game where if they could find a way to get that, they're 500, then maybe they can survive and stay close to the Steelers. The Ravens, they got to win, but they've been bad. But after this, Adam, I just say tank the rest of the season. Just try to get the best pick you can get. It's done.
That was wild to watch.
My God.
I mean, it's not only that they lost to the Jets. Like, if you came out here and you told me, like, oh, they lost to the Jets in a bad game where they played ugly, and no, they were up 14 with 10 minutes to go.
Would that, I mean, honestly, though, would that be any better? Like, losing to the Jets is losing to the Jets.
Yes,
it tells you are a very, very bad football team.
It's also just insane how they lost. I don't know that any other team in the NFL could give up 14 points to the Jets in 10 minutes at all.
In a game. Yet
somehow the Bengals did it right there in the fourth quarter with the world watching. And I don't want to hear the Joe Burrow excuse. He does not play defense.
He just beat the Steelers. But then again, their defense sucked against the Steelers.
They have given up.
They gave the long touchdown to Aaron Rodgers late in that game. Yeah, so you're going to say they've given up
48 to the Vikings, 28 to the Broncos, 28-3, mind you. So I imagine the Broncos could have scored a lot more, but they probably didn't need to. The Lions, they gave up 37 in that offensive fest. The Packers, they gave up 27. The Steelers, they won and gave up 31. And the Jets, they gave up 39. The lowest a team has scored on them this season is the Cleveland Browns with a ripe 16. And we know what's going on with their offense.
So Cincinnati right now, this is what's terrifying about their defense. I mean, you're already without Joe Burrow. So you you've been limited. Jake Browning was a disaster. Nobody expected Jake to be that bad after he was more than serviceable the last time he had to fill in for Joe Burrow. But he was. You lost a bunch of games, and certainly the defense is not ever going to help you. If you ever need anything from that defense, just something. Come up with a stop anywhere. Forget about it. They're not going to do it. This was the 7th straight game. This is a franchise record now, and this is defensive futility for the Cincinnati Bengals. 7 straight games, they've allowed at least 350 yards. They had done that. The previous record was 6. They'd done that in 1969, 2015, and 2019. Now, the other thing is they've allowed at least 27 points, as you alluded to, in 7 consecutive games. This is a defense where they are so bad, they're so inept, there's nothing that you can do at this point. But the thing of it is you can hear Zach Taylor sit up there at the press conference after the game is done and try to blame the defense for not having individual leaders, and he called them out. And typically I would admire that and I would respect that. But Zach, you have been able to sit there and fire coaches whose position units were not getting the job done left and right through the years, but it always comes back on you. I don't think you were ready for this job when you got it. You were an OC at Cincinnati, and then you were, 2 years in the league, calling, I don't even think he was calling plays. Sean McVay calls the plays.
Yeah.
But he was working underneath Sean McVay, and then you get the job in Cincinnati, and you get Joe Burrow attached to your hip, and that's the reason you've had any success at all in this gig. The fan base seems to have lost this guy, but you know that Mike Brown and company, they're not going to have the spine to do anything about it. It's going to be Marvin Lewis all over again. You will be stuck with this guy as long as humanly possible.
I just am absolutely... I'm baffled at the fall-off of Zach Taylor because it really looked like he was the right answer for this team. I guess when you take a team to the Super Bowl, that's where you sit.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to come up with. It disguises a lot.
Yeah.
When you make that run to the Super Bowl.
It's hard. It's tough because
it did disguise a lot.
It did. And that's now 3 years ago. I mean, I'm sitting here and I don't care about Joe Burrow being out. I understand that's a big detriment to your team. Cincinnati is dead last in scoring defense in the NFL. 31.6 points per game. Is that math? God, that's insane.
I mean, I don't know how much of the game you actually watched, Adam, but there's plenty of clips if you didn't to just see see some of the angles that the defensive players are taking just to see. It was the Breece Hall touchdown where he tight-roped the sideline, right? I forget who that was. I forget who 20 is. If it's DJ Turner or somebody, all of them were at fault. Someone tries to lazily dive at his legs, and then another guy takes a poor angle, gets trucked over. He's able to just nonchalantly tightrope the sideline when there's 3 Bengals there that all should have knocked him out of bounds, somewhere around the 10-yard line or the 5, whatever. And the Justin Fields touchdown, that was gross, how easily he was able to saunter into the end zone. There's just no effort out there at all.
I was on a plane as this game was playing out, and the guy next to me started laughing after the Breece Hall touchdown because just started laughing.
It's all you can do.
I mean, what in the
keep
world?
your sanity?
What is happening? How do you have 3 guys all just miss on a tackle? I'm at a loss for words.
It was such an opportunity to host the Jets. Then you get the Bears coming into your place again, possibly even to try to get above 500. Maybe you can just survive until Joe Burrow comes back. But what's the point? Honestly, I mean, Logan Wilson's not even playing. What does that say about him? He can't get a spot on this lowly defense. He wants to get traded. Fans used to love him. I mean, I know my son's a big fan. I was a fan of Logan Wilson. I don't know where it went wrong with him, but it is just an absolute mess down there. It's time for something. What?
Bring your broom. What? Bring your broom.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz? Oh, you don't know that?
No.
Bake, you know it?
What?
Bring your broom because it's a mess.
Oh, my God. That's what you did is I'm trying to read the thing for the next segment?
Exactly.
Shame on you.
You see the vein in your neck? That's where
Shame on you. It's time for something to go in the NFL. And yesterday is the day we're going to look at as the final straw. That's next. Adam King from 10 TV. Very dumb thing he just did. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 10-minute holdup due to a crash that's in the left lane on eastbound 70 on the east side between 270 and Bryce Road. Emergency crews are on scene, causing some stop-and-go traffic from Hamilton Road. And there's a bit of a slowdown on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. NFL revenues were at an all-time high in the latest fiscal year, with the league racking up a staggering $23 billion in total revenue. They sent around $416 million to each of the 32 franchises. That's up nearly 9% year over year. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, talk about how the NFL model correlates to local banking.
It's kind of weird to say, but the NFL model is similar to working with your local bank. Just like the NFL returns profits to its teams, by working with a locally owned bank, deposits are returned to that community in the form of business and consumer loans. It's a reinvestment that benefits the area in which we all live.
It is a total win-win for the community, the depositor, and the bank. Stop into our branch and see what a difference we can make together.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Morning Juice is live on YouTube. Weekday mornings starting at 6. Or on demand whenever you want it. Yeah, whenever. Bobby Carpenter's at your beck and call. And Tito's there too, you know, to clean the toilets. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Hey, football fans, it's November in Ohio, and you know what that means. It's time to face that state up north in a battle to claim forgotten funds. Join us in the statewide challenge and visit com.ohio.gov/radio to help support Ohio's takedown of Michigan. The state with the most searches wins. Who knows? Unclaimed funds could help you buy a seat to the big game next year. Claim your money today at com.ohio.gov/radio. Picture this. You're halfway through a DIY car fix and boom, you're missing a part. It's okay because whatever it is, it's on eBay and it's guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies, but dry and mild on this Monday. Temperatures running around 60. Overnight down to the low 40s. Partly cloudy skies and a bit of a breeze, but dry Tuesday morning. We'll see mostly to partly sunny skies on Tuesday with highs again around 60 in the afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Adam King is in for the man here today. Hey, if you ever miss anything on our show, a good thing to do is to make sure you are subscribed to the Common Man and Timmy podcast. Download it. You'll get it right at your device, free of charge. We're available anywhere you get your audio, and it is brought to you by our good friends at Care Heating and Cooling. Adam, I was a little nervous before the show. I hate getting like 2 o'clock phone calls, you know?
Okay.
I don't really answer them. I let them go to voicemail because once it's 1:30 on, I mean, you're probably like this to a certain point when you got to go on the air, when you got to get ready for a taping.
Yeah.
There's a point where there's a point where you lock in, you try to steer the focus. So it was a random number and it left a voicemail. So I had to take a listen, and it was the vasectomy folks calling, right?
It's always tough when the vasectomy folks call.
And I was worried that they were going to have to switch the appointment up, right? Like, I want to get this done. This has been a theme for years and years, right? Where I've got to sack up, no pun intended, have the courage, go and do it, be done with it, get to the recovery. I've got UCLA weekend marked on my calendar. That's the 2 days that I've got to get the recovery back to work on Monday, right? I'll be just having a good old football weekend. My dream of having a March Madness vasectomy or a Masters vasectomy, it's done. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting around. I'm not doing it.
Do you think that you're the only human to have ever made that sentence? I mean, sometimes I think, like,
you'd be surprised.
I can't imagine that there's
everybody that gets one wants to do it. Any sports fan that has to get one wants to do it for one of those two things: Masters or March Madness. I'm telling you. Like, that's the time to just be sitting down.
And you chose Nico Iamaleava's trip to the shoe. You said, you know what? Fine. I'll take the third best thing.
You know what, though? Their uniforms, outstanding. Those
that you wear when
the UCLA uniforms.
Oh!
No, it's a gown, man. They just lift the gown. You're not wearing anything. They got to get to the sack. You're completely nude down there. There's no uniform for that. So anyway, the good news was no change of the schedule. Like, we're good, still on. But they said ran the insurance and all that stuff. Not covered one bit. Not one penny. No coverage. Come on.
First of all, we always need full coverage with you, all right?
Right. I would like full coverage. That would have been nice. At least partial coverage. Give me a partial scholarship, please.
Is that because it's not medically necessary?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that is I'm sure that is the case. Because you don't have to do it. Like, yeah, you can use something else, you know?
I think when you're talking about a vasectomy, I don't like words as like half off or partial or anything like that.
I know what you mean. Why do you think I've been so scared?
I don't want to hear any of those things.
There's a reason why it's been years since I've gotten up the courage to go and do this, because I just don't like the idea of things that are sharp or snipping being down in those regions. But you know what? People do it. It's a common procedure.
All I can think in this moment is The Office when he's like, snip, snap, snip, snap. You know the toll that takes on an individual?
So, no help. And look, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. I would contend, though, that there are several people in this world. Not only should it be covered by insurance, but there should be people where it's mandatory that they get a vasectomy. Automatic vasectomies for certain folks. You should do like a psych test, a certain sort of character test, those sorts of things. And there's probably half our population out there that I would demand, in my perfect world, you get a vasectomy. That's it. No questions about it. No procreating for you, sir.
Ridiculous.
No. What do you think I'm going to be out? It's not crazy money. It's not cheap, but wasn't shockingly expensive to get it done.
Like $1,200?
Yes. Yes. That's it.
Exactly $1,200?
Yes, like it was. I'll give you that one. It was like $1,150. Pretty good.
I
Look
know
at that.
I know the cost
Now
of an
this-
old snip snap. I've always said $1,200, you can get it done and get home.
I mean, he should know that. He's probably one of those ones that should be forced to have one.
Yes, I totally agree with that. This is our guy that should be getting one. I mean, take you to the Price is Right. My goodness.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. It's $4.95 for that Downy soap.
Never heard Bob Barker doing the fun stuff there, like the cost of a vasectomy procedure. So what would that have been in 1992? $340?
Yeah.
It's probably like TVs, though. It was probably more expensive back then. It's probably $6,000 back in the day to get one of those. Now they've come down. They're like LED Samsung smart TVs. Just get cheaper and cheaper. You want to buy them. All right, so where were we here? Back to the NFL. Back to the NFL.
What did you
catch? Did you catch much of the Eagles-Giants game yesterday?
I did. I sadly saw what happened with one Cam Scattaboo.
I will give a shout out to Scott Hansen on Red Zone. That's how I was watching that.
Yeah, me too.
And, okay, I like the decorum that he has. And when there is an injury that they haven't seen, I think there's a part they want to show what was shown.
Yes.
Just to fulfill the obligation to football fans. We know that we're watching a brutal game, but he gives the warning. He gives the warning and says, like, it's not he was like, I saw it. It's not the prettiest sight. We're going to show it the one time. And so there it goes. I watched it. I always just want to see what the play
happened.
was one time.
One time.
It's not like a sick type of thing. It's just I want to see the play, see it with my own eyes to then gather it. I'm not like the most squeamish person ever when it comes to football injuries, but that certainly sucks for Cam Scattaboo. But I wanted to talk about the other aspect in this game. And I have only in recent weeks, I don't know about you, started to come around when it comes to the tush push. I originally was on one side of this argument where, look, they don't discredit the Philadelphia Eagles because they are running a play that is within the rules of the game and nobody else seems to be able to adapt to stop it. They're running the football. They're doing things that are not breaking any of the rules, and they're able to be successful with it. And I have almost completely flipped to the other end of that where I'm not thinking that way anymore. And you look closer as time has gone on, you were probably just missing a lot of this stuff in the early run of the tush push. But the fact that the linemen are able to get so low and they're firing off the ball before the football is even snapped, what a competitive advantage that gives them when they're able to do that. And the final straw, because the lack of officiating for this play has now come to the forefront, and that's been my biggest problem where it needs to change. And forget about what I even think. They are going to change it. Like I am pretty much 100% confident that when the year is up, I'd like them to do this before the postseason comes up. I don't know if that's possible, but there will be enough movement in the NFL to get rid of this. And there haven't been any other teams that have really wanted to go down that road because of the risk of injury to your quarterback. Not a lot of people want to put their guy in harm's way the way that the Eagles have continually put Jalen Hurts in harm's way, just because he is the massive squatter, right? That not in that way. He doesn't like camp out at other people's homes. He lifts a lot of weight. He's a good deadlifter. But when you are going to blow a play dead that is nowhere near close to being dead, because the whole idea is that the forward progress doesn't stop, and Kayvon Thibodeau rips the football away for a key turnover, and that it doesn't even count. I don't know what we're doing today or yesterday will be the line drawn to say that's one of the final straws to get the tush push out of the league.
I just didn't understand how it wasn't a fumble. He just straight up ripped it out of his hand, and they were like, no forward, but they didn't blow the like. There are so many. Like last night, did you see the Steelers Green Bay game where the guy jumped off sides and they didn't call it?
Yeah.
And then they all
classic Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
right?
and they all huddled together, and like there are so many times that these refs, I'm just like, what are we doing? How can you be this bad as a ref at the NFL level? And you are making game-deciding decisions. The decider decides, and they were making game-changing decisions, and they were getting them blatantly wrong. That was just crazy.
No, I mean, the play was not dead. When you go back to the Eagles-Giants play.
No way.
It just wasn't. Kayvon Thibodeau, I think after the game was like, yeah, that was some bull ass. And then when he expanded on, he said, oh, I meant that was a great call by the officials.
They said, hey, you're going to get fined.
Like,
he said, oh, they're great.
They're fantastic. How about the Patriots just destroying the Browns when it was all said and done? 21 points in the third quarter. Game that was close at half. 32-13. Pats beat the Browns, so Cleveland drops to 2-6. Yeah, I mean, we're going to use a lot more of those buzz phrases that we use in Cleveland, right? Because that's what we do. Just trying to get it figured out. Just trying to keep things moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, he can get a ton of sacks. He can throw his helmet all he wants. But hey, it's like I say whenever Sarah is having an exhausted day and doesn't want to hang out with the dog too much. I'm like, hey, you wanted this, right? Myles Garrett, you wanted this. You wanted to be here in Cleveland.
Just absolutely wild that we just accept what is going on up in Cleveland. Have you ever thought about, like, think about how I
it's all you can do.
But think about how angry everyone is in Cincinnati right now. In Cleveland, they're like, okay, yep, that's life. All right, we're going to go back to mowing our grass or raking the leaves.
It does seem like
there's
you're
no
more
accountability. There's no accountability.
It seems like you're more maligned to your fate or resigned to your fate as a Cleveland football fan, where you try to trick your brain into thinking. I heard Baker. I was listening to you guys this past week. I think Bo was kind of chipper about their chances in New England. Unless I'm wrong. Unless I heard that wrong or took that wrong. I caught you guys a little bit when you were having one of your segments looking ahead. And you were actually the one that kind of jumped in and said, sorry, guys, I'm not seeing it that way.
Yeah.
I see New England all over these guys. No chance.
I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what it is. I know Bo was usually more on the positive side towards Cleveland than
Bo likes to be positive,
Reese,
yeah.
But I do know they both picked the Patriots to cover and said it was a bad matchup for Cleveland, so... I do know that in their picks.
Okay, so at least they did get that right then. They picked the Patriots to cover the Browns, and they were right.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm tired of the lack of accountability with Cleveland.
Bo's all around it, too, like with the other part of his gig.
Yeah.
So
he knows the vibe up there.
It could be, I don't know, like when you're forced to watch it, every single bit of it, and hear everything that is said, and all of that, maybe it does something to you. It numbs you a little bit.
But why is Kevin Stefanski untouchable? Like, why is nobody at this point saying, like, what is happening? How is it just, it's just assumed, like, what's going to change next year?
He's not.
What's going to change?
It's not going to be long for him now.
Yes.
Right?
But
it can't be.
I put him on the hot seat at the beginning of the season. And somebody said, that's crazy. You can't put Kevin Stefanski on the hot seat. Look what he's dealing with.
All right. Much more NFL goodness to discuss, including a guy who is annoyed with Pongy in 2 minutes. Adam King is here. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit some slowdown on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from 315 to 71. And we have a 5-minute holdup on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Westerville Division of Police. The Westerville Division of Police is seeking individuals dedicated to serving, protecting, and strengthening the community. WPD offers an award-winning training academy, tuition reimbursement, generous pay, benefits, and more. To apply, visit westerville.org/join-WPD. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, that's too... Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Bank of America is a nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus.
That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Timmy Hall and my guy Adam King in for the Common Man today. Thanks for doing it here on a Reaction Monday. Didn't have any Buckeye football this past weekend, but we are all in. I mean, we don't have a ton of gigantic games left on the schedule, but they're all big for Ohio State. We'll get back into the Penn State a little bit, the Penn State game in the next hour a little bit more. But Adam, I am going to be seething, wanting to see how many points they can put up over Jim Knowles. That's going to be one of the things for me.
You want to know how many points they're going to put up?
I want to see them do what Indiana did to UCLA.
Nope.
That's the kind of performance that you're looking for.
Nope. They're going to put up 38 points. That's this offense, and they're okay with it. Now, if this is a playoff game, this is a Big Ten championship against Indiana, or the game at the end of the season.
It's all going to. Your view is that it's all going to change when it has to change.
When it has to change.
When you're playing these chumps,
Yeah.
they are. That's your official statement.
It's
They're
not
holding it back right now. I'd like to see them run. I'd like to see them just pop off in the run game a little bit more if they're actually playing it that way, because they could still go for a 40 to 50 yard rushing touchdown, and none of us would be mad about that.
First of all, in order to beat a Jim Knowles defense, you know what you got to do? Find the big play. So just take a couple deep shots down there.
We've seen that.
We know
been on that end.
Yes. So find a couple deep shots down there to Cardinal and Jeremiah. They'll get up in this game. They'll probably get up, 24-0, and then just kind of settle in. They are doing all of this intentionally. They are very happy. If they win this game 38-7, they will be celebrating all the way home. That's, if they win this, for one thing, if they just win the game, they're treating this as a matchup game. They are still acting like this is the same Penn State team as the beginning of the season, as they should. But if you expect Ohio State to come out here and win 60-0, that's just not the offense they're playing right now. They want to milk the clock. They are playing as the slowest offense in the entire country, statistically speaking.
Yeah, how about that?
And that's all by design, because it's a 16-game season. Think about this. They are 7-0. If they win this all, it's still 9 more games. I mean, it's just crazy, the wear and tear, and they are perfectly fine with just going out there and just moving the ball down the field. I think that's more impressive than putting up 60 points in a game. I like to know, if you need a 16-play drive for 80 yards, this team can do it.
We're done being great.
And he's not even there anymore. But, it's going to be interesting, because you got that extra game in the Big Ten championship that you've always wanted. It's a goal. You want to get there. You want to win that game. There's going to be so many people saying, like, how hard do you want to go in the Big Ten championship? I still say you got to go for broke and win a conference title. You want to make sure that you get that bye. And correct me if I'm wrong, Adam. I don't this doesn't live in my heart. With our current college football playoff format, the top 4 seeds still go to the top 4 ranked conference champions, right?
No.
So that's done for this year.
Yeah, that's over.
So there's a lot. If you have 12-0 Ohio State and 12-0 Indiana,
they'll both get a bye.
You could even the loser.
Yes,
even the loser.
I think
so. It will create some storylines around, if that's the Big Ten championship, how hard should you be going in this game? That will be interesting to watch unfold.
It's really funny, because Ohio State has allowed the Big Ten championship to be so meaningful in Columbus again. Remember when they were winning 4 in a row and nobody cared? It was ho-hum. They were throwing those rings around. The trophy was, just another one. Do you know how bad people in Columbus want them back in Indy, back raising a Big Ten championship?
I do.
At no point do I think there will be anybody in this city on that Saturday night going, maybe don't give it your all.
Anytime you're in a game, you can't get into a game that big against a team like Indiana and just mail it in.
Well, so the nice thing is,
can't do it.
Ohio State has the blueprint. If it is the Big Ten championship game, that's the Tennessee game. That's how you treat it. That's your Tennessee game. Then the next one, when you get the bye, is the Oregon. You have the blueprint laid out here. It's just a decision of, is it going to be a home playoff game or the Big Ten championship that becomes your whole, where you start that run?
Right. It's just going to wind up being the 16 games again.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because you're going to cover up that first playoff game with the Big Ten championship.
So you just use that as your your springboard.
I'm with you. Let's get back to some of the NFL right here. I saw the comments from Ravens coach John Harbaugh after they beat the Bears yesterday. The Bears were throwing some stuff in their face on social media, kind of pointing to the fact, making fun of the fact that they removed some of their games around the locker room. I mean, you're a big office games guy. I mean, you're not good. You're not good at any of it, but you like to play. You like to try to play Pongy, and you like to play Pop-A-Shot too.
I think it's really interesting that when we have bad shows around here, whether it be on television or radio, Fish, you walk in the next morning, ping pong table gone. But Pop-A-Shot, it's out of here. He's not going to stand for it. The air hockey table, no longer here because Baker couldn't figure out how to do his job for a week. So the rest of us, we don't get to play air hockey anymore.
Well, why haven't they taken away the Pop-A-Shot for all of your bad sportscasts?
Well,
shouldn't it be gone then? By that
Everything's
measure?
ranked on a curve. So, there for my
the radio shows, bring it up.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not. It got nothing to do with me. That's all. Common Man that brings that back up on the curve. Well, John Harbaugh, he was tired of hearing about it. Adam, you know that? The ping pong table thing,
and
he was sick and tired of hearing about it yesterday. He says that the story was nothing, that it was a silly story. He sounded annoyed when he was asked about the reports that they removed the ping pong tables in their other games because they wanted to focus on business during their 4-game losing streak. He said it came from the leadership players. It was the players' decision. So that was nothing. I was kind of proud of them when I heard of it 2 weeks after. So you do admit it, Jim or John. I was like, good, great, cool. I haven't been in the locker room. I don't spend time in the locker room, so that's all nothing. It's nothing. What matters is a team sticks together and fights, even when when the outside tries to divide you, that's okay. You've got to stick together and be a family. You see, I said this yesterday. I knew that it was going to backfire. The second that the Bears... See, I'm a proponent of the office games. I think it does build team camaraderie. I think it helps you come together. I always use the analogy all the time in the past. People would break away and take a smoke break. I've had coworkers that would spend an hour a day smoking cigarettes. We play a little bit of Pongy. Like, what's wrong with that? But the second the Bears start to do it, you know that it might be a problem. Then maybe it's time to run away and do something different if the Chicago Bears are going to take it up. Well, look what happened.
Here's the thing. This is a very successful radio station. This is a very successful show because you're good at your job. The second you start struggling at your job, people are going to start asking about how much Pop-A-Shot you're playing, Timmy. That's the thing. That's how this all works.
I'm not playing Pop-A-Shot right now.
You're playing 18 holes of golf with Common Man.
A little office putting and a little pong.
Exactly.
That's where we draw the line.
As long as you continue to be an amazing radio host, nobody's going to ask about your putting.
CJ Stroud, a little bit of a bounce back. They beat the 49ers. Texans win 26-15. The Bills just completely embarrassing the Panthers. I love that there were social media photos floating around like, look at the crowd at this Panthers game. Yeah. Do you see what the score is? People were like somehow offended that the stadium was empty late in the second half. They're getting killed.
Have you ever looked at a Dolphins game?
You don't want to have your children watch that?
Look away.
God, yeah. It's still the Carolina Panthers. Did you see Andy Dalton's game there? He struggled. We had the Dolphins beat up on the Falcons. That was kind of a surprising score, 34-10. Tua Tagovailoa had 4 touchdown passes, so that still seems like you're just borrowing more time with that one. Not a lot to write about with that game. The Broncos destroying the Cowboys. They're kind of rolling at 6-2. But the Colts, man.
Wow.
The Colts. It's the Titans. I mean, they ass. But the Colts, 38-14. And is Jonathan Taylor not the best offensive player in football right now?
It's insane. How could you argue?
Jackson Smith and Jigba at the receiver position.
Yeah.
He's up there. But Jonathan Taylor, offensive player of the year right now?
He has 85 touchdowns through 7 weeks. And I'm not sure that math is that far off.
Ooh, he's a good fantasy guy.
Real
good
quick,
fantasy
you
running
talked
back.
about tickets for the Panthers. Do you know what the average ticket price is for this Penn State game? That's a tease.
Okay. Well, we have Foodgasm coming up.
Well, it's a tease for later in the show because I think it's crazy, and it was just texted. It was just texted to me. So
I would have teased it, but it's a segment. Segment coming up, right? Yeah. Hey, baseball is out here giving gifts. See, that was my tease. Tell you how It's time for Foodgasm. Coming up, Adam King is here. It's Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 22-minute slowdown due to an accident that's on eastbound 70 on the east side between 270 and Bryce Road. Things are moving slow from 33, and we've got about a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family-owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350. Lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront costs before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
We here at The Fan want to make your mornings as enjoyable as possible. That's why we bring you T-Bone and Tybus, a delightful blend of sports conversation and laughter. A show so good you'll forget all about your dead-end job and underachieving children. Maybe you saved a lot of money to send them to private school, and then your daughter shacks up with some dude named Fuzz. And you can't tell if your wife's angry or not because she's had so many filler shot in her face that it can't move anymore. Anyway, T-Bone and Tybus, it's good.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Start at Columbus State Community College. Columbus State equips you with the skills to launch a high-tech career in Columbus's fastest-growing fields, including cybersecurity, software development, and more. That's why employers fueling Central Ohio's tech boom hire our graduates. Plus, our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Take the first step. Apply at cscc.edu/IT.
It's Reaction Monday, where our highly trained experts talk football.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Your home for reaction and overreaction, The Fan.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience. They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Adam King is stepping in for the Common Man today. How you feeling over there, King?
I'm feeling great. Me and the chat are having a great time. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts is that everybody can go on and interact live with our show. It's beautiful.
Are you sure?
No, I love it. They're having fun. Except
yeah, that's true.
Rusty Rotors.
Yeah, Rusty.
You know what? I understand.
He really loves you down there.
The
you
dedication,
can't hate somebody that much.
The dedication is beyond impressive. He is always here. And you know what? He at least sticks around to make sure that that hate lives for all 3 hours. And I respect it. I respect the hustle.
Don't you get a little bit like Costanza, though? There's that episode where Costanza's courting a woman and the woman hates him more than any human has hated any other human. And he can't get her out of his mind because she hates him so much. I believe his words are, it's intoxicating.
It is. I mean,
I can't stand how much she hates me because I hate me just that much.
It's so funny, some of the things that they say, because they're actually hilarious jokes and they make me laugh. And that's like, it's well done. Rusty, he's got the jokes.
Ready for Foodgasm?
I'm ready to talk about price tickets for Ohio State, Penn State.
Okay, let's go.
No way.
Man and Timmy present Foodgasm.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
I had to look this up. There is one in town, unless you guys call BS on this, but when I did my quick Google Maps search, there was one Denny's in town. And it does not have the greatest Google review to it, but you know what? That's okay. I would still go.
There's one down 71 South on the way to Jeffersonville.
On the way to Jeffersonville?
Yeah. It's mile marker 74.
Okay. What are you
That's
talking?
true.
What are you talking about?
It's mile marker.
Who knows mile markers? Yeah. What are you, a hitchhiker? No. What are you, some kind of serial killer?
It's
we know towns.
No. So the Jeffersonville.
I don't even know exit numbers. Do people remember their exit numbers? I just know the street. Like I know Baker. We go the Hilliard Rome Road exit. I could not tell you what exit number that is off of I-70.
We got two of them though. We got an A and a B.
Good God! Talk about it. You talk about a nightmare. That spot on I-70 right now. It sucks.
Oh my gosh!
You.
The other day, nobody could get anywhere. Stopped.
Friday, I was cooked. I tried to get home to get the boys and then get back to the Jackets game. Late. Couldn't do it. It's usually a 12-minute drive home to Hilliard.
Luckily, my times, I don't have to deal with it too bad, but I will say Friday night, because I was leaving to come back here for high school football, it was backed up to Wilson Road. It was awful.
It was crazy.
We can't build the roads right the first time. We have to keep doing it over and over and over. So anyway, we're talking about Denny's. There's a Denny's. Please stop doing that. You're going to make me want to hurt myself. So there was a grand slam in one of the first two games in the World Series, right? For the Blue Jays, Addison Barger hit the grand slam. And because of that, Denny's, perfect, right? This is fitting. They're doing a little giveaway for the grand slam breakfast. So it actually seems fairly easy to get. Like, they're not making you jump through a million hoops to do this. Naturally, you got to be in whatever their rewards program is or on the app. So they went on. Blue Jays, by the way, went on to win that game 11-4. Got the game coming up here. We're going to talk with Jayson Stark about it at 5:30 in Jason's Beef. But a good old Grand Slam breakfast. So you will be able to enjoy this between Monday, November 3rd and Monday, November 10th. So you have a whole week to enjoy. You just got to go into their rewards program and sign up, and you're getting the Grand Slam breakfast. Do you know what that Grand Slam breakfast is?
Yeah, it's the pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns. And
I don't think it has hash browns. I think it has everything but the hash browns,
that's
which
what
is
they call
still
it.
pretty good. You get the 2 buttermilk pancakes,
it's delicious.
2 eggs, 2 strips of bacon, 2 pork sausage links. Why don't we just throw in the hash browns while we're at it there? Back when we were banging, when this thing first started, I think it was 1980, it was $1.99.
That's insane.
$1.99. And for most of my childhood, even going into my 20s, I still remember when the Grand Slam breakfast was $4.99.
Well, the Grand Slam, it is comparable to only one other meal in the entire United States, which is the Farmer's Choice at Bob Evans. Both are go-to, absolutely never let you down.
What do you think? Jack and I were talking about Bob Evans just the other day because we did yesterday, had one of life's great joys and went to McDonald's and sat in. Mike and I talk about this all the time. He likes to do it with Samantha. I will do this with Jack. We will dine in at a nice Mickey D's and breakfast with the way things are now, because I'm thinking that Bob Evans meal, that could be $14 when it's all said and done. Oh, then you got a tip, then you're buying a drink on top of that, the coffee.
You're not walking out of there for less than $20. Yeah, less than 20.
I don't know when the last time I was at Bob Evans. It's not that it's not good, because it is. I've got a spot in Hilliard that I always have a go-to for a diner for that kind of experience, a local joint on Hilliard, Rome, and Roberts. I highly recommend Olympic Diner. Baker, if you've never been there, meet you at the bar one Saturday. They got the mini breakfast. That's still probably the best deal in diners in Columbus.
I've had the Olympic.
You've had the Olympic, okay. And they've got the good kind of hash browns, too, where it's not really the shredded.
Yeah.
And it's not the home fries either. It's like that in-between, like the smashed potatoes, skillet type of potatoes that are really good. But Jack and I did the McDonald's breakfast. All in, I had the deluxe big. He had the hotcakes with sausage. We had coffee. He had a drink. Barely $15 with the 20% off in the app.
So you did breakfast. Mm-hmm. Did it come in the, and I don't know why, but this reminds me of Big Daddy with the Adam Sandler movie. Did it come in the styrofoam?
Oh, I see.
Because they go to McDonald's.
Steve Buscemi, the bum, is out there saying, "Really? I thought it was 10:30."
Exactly.
Yeah, so did I.
Exactly. He wants Cheerios. Did it come with the styrofoam?
It's not. No, it's not styrofoam. But it is still that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's that oval shaped thing that has like a plastic seal on top. It took me about 30 seconds to figure out how to get the plastic lid off. There were some McDonald's though that I'd noticed if you would eat in for breakfast, they would serve it to you on an actual porcelain plate.
Yes,
a real porcelain plate, and I think they should go with that. That's a very, very nice touch. A little more upscale Mickey D's, but it is nice. Hey, Buckeye basketball season. It's right around the corner. Couple of things stuck out to me in their exhibition win over Ohio. I'm going to tell you those things next. Adam King from 10 TV is here too. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is stop and go on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt from Main Street to I-70. And you're going to hit a slowdown due to an accident that's on High Street south of Henderson Road. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner. You're also a heating system that comes with a blanket owner. You need heating built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit CustomAirCo.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I cannot imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your your hair.
If you love losing big money, then boy do we have the promo code for you. Enter code BIGBEAUTIFULBILL to unlock these awesome offers. You can buy a car for even more money than before, or watch your heat and electric bills skyrocket. It's exclusive for everyone, thanks to Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, which our Senator John Huston supported. So use promo code BIGBEAUTIFULBILL. Sit back and crack open a cold one, but just one, because that's all you can afford. Paid for by NRDC Action Fund.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners, with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
I've had a number of surgeries, and frankly, I don't have time to rehab a surgery and an operation at this point in my life. I didn't want to take time off my kids' activities.
That's why former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter turned to QC Kinetics. We couldn't be happier saving our patients like him from operating rooms and long recoveries.
Been able to resume like normal activity for me, which is a lot of running. It's a lot of workouts. I've been very, very blessed with how it's been able to hold up.
For so long, patients have accepted surgery as the only solution. But with new technologies, the medical professionals at QC Kinetics use regenerative treatments, your body's own biologics, to help heal and restore knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
I actually ran into a friend of mine over at our golf course, and he had his knee done. It felt so well. He'd got his shoulder done. He goes, I can't thank you enough. He'd heard the commercial on the air, and so it's feeling great.
Find out how you can avoid surgery and finally get relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Did you know Byers Airport Subaru is the oldest Subaru retailer in the entire country? And just like a veteran quarterback, we've been delivering winning drives for generations, right here by the airport. Right now, trade in your car for a new 2025 Subaru Outback for 0% for up to 36 months. Kick off your next adventure at columbussubaru.com. Subject to credit approval. Financing offer term up to 36 months on 2025 Subaru Outback. Cannot be combined with any other incentive. See dealer for details. Offer ends 10/31/25.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. Week 8 of the NFL finishes up tonight with Monday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs host the Washington Commanders with kickoff at 8:15. You can catch the action here on The Fan. Some shoulder injury news for both the Browns and Bengals. Kevin Stefanski announced today that Quinshon Judkins is day to day with the shoulder injury that caused him to leave Sunday's game at New England. And Zach Taylor has announced Joe Flacco is day to day, also with the shoulder injury. The Browns will be on their bye this week while the Bengals host the Bears this Sunday. In the NBA, the Cavs visit the Detroit Pistons tonight, going for their third straight win. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. And a Hell is Real playoff version tonight between the Crew and Cincinnati FC as they begin a best-of-3 series in the MLS Cup playoffs. Kickoff is at 6:45. This update sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com.
Two men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday, everybody. Rest in peace, Nick Mangold. Tragic news that broke over the weekend. Lost a tremendous football player, but from all the stories that you are hearing over the last 48 hours, just a tremendous guy, a great friend, great teammate, guy that gave his all. Adam, you were telling a story earlier on where you were there at his Ohio State Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We chatted a little bit about the videos we were seeing when he was inducted into the Jets Ring of Honor, how he had a 12-ounce can of beer that he was hiding in his back pocket that he cracked to salute, to do a little toast to the fans. Just tough news, really tough news for on a human level, on a fandom level, and just feeling for his family. You talk about a dad that has 4 kids. I'm 41. You're getting into your prime here.
Yeah.
Like, these are some of the years that you really want to enjoy. That's as tragic as it gets. That's tough. So rest in peace, Nick.
Definitely a devastating Sunday there. I will say just the reaction, as you talked about, was amazing to watch. All the love and all the stories. I mean, I said it earlier on this show. He is the epitome of what it means to be a Buckeye. He is a legend on so many levels. And the one thing that it continued to reiterate what makes him amazing is that he was one of the best centers to ever play the game, and yet he is a better person than he is a football player.
Was he on one of the all-decade lists?
He'd have to be.
I know, because he kind of was in the
middle there,
mid-2000s to like the middle of the next decade, kind of split both
he
of them.
would
I
have
think
gone
he was,
pro,
though.
what, 05?
He was 02 to 05.
At Ohio State. So, yeah, he would have. I know.
Drafted in 06.
Okay.
And that was the big draft for the Buckeyes, right?
Yeah.
That 06 draft was a huge one, I believe.
And he was a All-American, I believe, his senior year.
He's got the tree.
Yeah.
I've seen some people taking pictures of the tree. I bet that's very nicely decorated today.
I'm going to buzz over there after this. I'm going to go see.
You haven't seen it yet?
Well, I mean, I would think that people would probably put some flowers there.
That's what I'm expecting. And I would expect that you might see something on the helmets or possibly the uniforms.
Yeah, you should.
Come Saturday. That would be a nice touch, right? A fitting tribute or something on the field, possibly. Just whatever you could do. A Kettering altar guy. I saw somebody post a caption of his high school yearbook. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yet on social media?
That was
he considered himself to be a slacker or something like that. Slacker! Like Mr. Strickland, Back to the Future. And then it proceeded to list off about 9 different after-school clubs, activities, or sports that he was involved in. Right? Like, and albeit captain of the football team, too, captain of some other clubs. Like Art Society, things like that, just involved in everything, just an all-around good dude. Well, like we said the last time about it, no real easy way to transition out of that, but we do. We had some Buckeye basketball that fired off yesterday.
Yes.
That is always a tough deal, right? I didn't make my way out to the arena yesterday. By now, you've probably heard, Beam is our guy doing the Buckeye show. Doing a great job there. That's his role now. Like I step back from that. He takes Buckeye men's basketball with the pre and the post game show. He loves basketball as well. He's did a great show yesterday. Going to do a great job doing that. I did not go out to the arena yesterday.
Oh, you didn't?
I was hanging out at home with Jack. We're watching some football. I had
eating
to bring
some McDonald's.
I had the Mickey D's breakfast. It was a great weekend because Sarah was out of town. She was in Las Vegas for the weekend, though it wasn't like the type of girls trip, Las Vegas trip that you would think of. She went to see one friend. It's sort of like an aunt-niece type of relationship, and they were just hanging out, did some park stuff, went to a casino one time, and then they were back. So Jack and I, we were the dogs, just him and me, just the dudes weekend hanging out. We did pizza. We did pizza, wings, football cards. and watching sports on TV. That was our weekend. That's what we did. It was pretty awesome.
You are raising
a man.
A man. I am so proud. Jack,
right.
Jack, if you're listening, do everything your father tells you because you're going to grow up and that's all you're going to aspire to do is sit on the couch, watch football, and eat wings like a cold, just beautiful American.
Just raising a dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's playing football, which is the one sport I didn't play. I played baseball, basketball. I was a golfer, obviously, as a kid. All things that he does not do. And he played his first season of tackle football for his 8th grade team and wants to continue on going into high school next year. So obviously psyched about that to see what he can do.
Bake, did you play football?
He looks like a football player.
I did not. I didn't play any sports growing up.
That's
I was
shocking.
I've had a job since I was 9 years old. I've loved making money.
You know what?
He can make money playing high school football now. Thanks to Jameer Brown.
That is the most adult answer I've ever heard. You said I had a paper route. I was mowing lawns. I was hitting the real grind.
Driving the tractor at the golf range.
I mean, I knew you were the manliest man I knew, but
when was your first actual job? Was it 15? Like when
9
you're
years old.
Are you legally allowed to work?
Yeah,
this isn't China. What are you doing?
S&P papers during the week.
Well, okay, paper route, I suppose.
That's not a real job. I got a check.
It is. You're right. That's fair. I had a paper route as well.
I think they were taking taxes even back then.
You got to, right? You got to, 9 years old, you got to pay the man.
This may surprise you, though, Adam. I was, back in those days, I loved basketball. Growing up, I was a basketball fanatic, and I loved playing hoops.
Always been a good high school basketball scene around here. You know high school sports as well as anybody. It's always been a good scene. So Buckeyes get the job done against the Bobcats. I had to bring in the second TV because it's prime football. Like it's witching hour stuff.
It is.
2:00 on an NFL Sunday. You got the Bengals debacle against the Jets happening in front of our eyes. We got Scott Hansen and Red Zone there. So I had to tote the other TV in to get Big Ten Network Plus on there to watch the game. And I'm glad that I did. I will tell you this. The very first possession, I'm screaming WTF at the screen.
Nice.
Because of how the Buckeyes did not rebound. They gave up 2 offensive rebounds. I'm already saying, Tilly, what the hell is going on? Brandon Knoll, where are you? This is ridiculous. And then all in all, they turned in a pretty good performance. What? They beat an Ohio team by almost 30 points. Their offense was out off the charts, and they did rebound the ball well enough when the game was said and done.
I thought it was a little far when you started yelling at Tilly like you yell at Aaron Bradshaw. Those are two very different.
I have trauma, okay?
Yeah, you got to get it out.
I'm traumatized. I can't wait to watch the Memphis exhibition game just to check up on our guy, just to see if he can rebound yet and how he's doing. But the couple of things that did stick out to me about this game, because there's plenty to nitpick there. There's good news is no news, right? Where you have a game like this, and this is not a Division II or Division III team. This is the Ohio Bobcats. I know they took a little bit of a step back, but I suspect Jeff Bowles will get them back in the right direction. And they have been a good program since Jeff, who we know, his Ohio State history, since he took over. They were, I think, 500 and maybe a little above 500 in MAC play, but they're a solid MAC program, and you beat the doors off of them by almost 30 points and shot 72% in the first half. So that number impressive. But already what you get from Tilly, the passing. You get a 7-footer that has great court vision and can pass from the post. And when you have that element to your offense, you can get the kickouts, the drivers on the baseline. You saw him hit Brandon Knoll slashing and dunking the ball. That's a huge thing that they did not have last year. They didn't have anything from the post presence. And though he didn't have a rebound in the box score, I want that. Brandon Knoll, as a Wright State transfer, didn't work out the last time we had one as a guard with Tanner Holden.
Yeah.
But this guy already is head and shoulders better offensively than Sean Stewart was ever going to be for you.
And you didn't even say the biggest name yet.
Which is?
Amari Bynum.
Which is Bynum. Who you saw, you saw his shooting, and you saw what he can do when he gets his feet set, and he can do a lot more than that. Trust me.
I saw him working so intricately with Deebs in that practice.
Ooh, nice work.
Thank you very much. Ding, ding, ding. Sorry.
No ding.
No ding. I saw him working so intricately there with the coach, and it was like, okay, this guy wants to be something. And man, is he good. I mean, he's going to be
really good for this team. And there's a lot of guys that, look, I'm still question mark about. Tilly's physicality. I would say it would be fair to, we got to wait. We got to see how he goes through a Big Ten season. I would almost venture to say that the physicality will be an issue for him, and it's something that they're going to have to manage. But I think with Knoll, with Bynum, with Devin Royal still being a part of that front court, you saw Nagavon come in and give good minutes. I also don't know for sure what kind of step he's going to take. Grujicic, Tayson Chapman, all guys, again, I'm not sure about, but what I know is I just mentioned a good number of things. We mentioned a good number of things about this team, and we didn't even really get to Bruce Thornton, John Mobley, and Devin Royal, which are all the guys that you needed back from last year's team. So starts up in about another week. We're still hoping to get, I was talking with some of the guys at Ohio State Hoops yesterday. We were going to get Jake Diebler in for a full hour. We were looking at Thursday. This week, we're still looking at Thursday. If we have to switch, if he has to take a recruiting trip, we're going to try to get him in here in studio the day after their first regular season game, which would be what, next Monday is the IU Indy?
Yes.
So up in the air, but we'll hold steady. We could be spending the whole 5 o'clock hour with him this coming Thursday. We like to not be so negative all the time. That's why we highlight good, clean boys and girls. We'll do that next. Adam King is in. It's Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Weber Road. And we've got a couple-minute holdup on northbound 315 between Kinnear Road and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks, handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce, then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL, get it while it's hot or iced, only at Starbucks. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Columbus State's engineering technology programs prepare you for a career in Columbus's fastest growing fields. Our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive community. Apply at cscc.edu/engineering tech.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you.
based on individual members' experiences. Results may vary.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in its tidy whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Hello, big voice guy here. I've been hired to tell you all about the Fan's YouTube channel. Did you know you can immerse yourself in Buckeye goodness like Austin and Burb's daily podcast, The Beat? Yes, sirree, Bob. Subscribe today.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the super quick auto pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A bit of sunshine, a bit of a breeze, and mild and dry on this Monday. Temperatures right around 60, down to the low 40s by Tuesday morning with mostly cloudy skies and a bit of a breeze. We'll see some sunshine Tuesday with temperatures back around 60 and dry to finish off the day. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, King, you know 5 words that you never want to hear? You'll know this when you get a home at some point.
Okay.
You need a new roof. You know, how are you going to pay for that? What are you going to do? You want to make sure that your house is taken care of as you go into the winter months. That's where my friends at Victor's Home Solutions can be a big help. I've talked about their customer service. I've talked about their 5-star ratings. But when you're really, really going to feel it is when you get one of their new roofs where they can offer you a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. I mean, that's good for half a century is basically what we're saying right there. How good is that? And since nobody wants to pay high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5 years no interest financing, minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So no need to stress. You get this thing started. You call 866-VICTORS. They get right out there with a free 21-point roof inspection. It will assess everything that is going on with your roof and what that project is going to entail. They are as detailed as it gets. Give them a call, 866-VICTORS, or go online at victors.com. I will talk to Jayson about this. What do you got? What are you pointing at?
5 words you also don't want to hear? Oops, where's the bathroom?
No.
Oops.
Where's the... that's
sorry.
a contraction.
Sorry. Oh, no. Oops,
what about
where is the
oops,
bathroom?
I crapped my pants? That's 5 words.
Similar thing there.
That ever happened to you?
Who amongst us?
Everybody's got to have a good crapping themselves story. You haven't lived a life. And you know what? I contend that if you don't have a good I crapped myself story, then you're a liar.
Bake, do you have one?
Sure he does. Good old boy like Ryan Baker?
Not since I was probably like 4 or 5 years old.
Timmy, then he is a
liar.
No.
Happens to the best of us.
I love that Bake is pulling a double and it's 5:21. We're just calling him a liar. We're just screaming at him.
What's the worst is when it happens to you when you are a professional, when you're an adult and you're at your place of business.
What?
It was a place of business, all right. that day.
Was it here?
I was wearing my business pants.
It was here?
No, it wasn't here. It was at a previous radio station, though. It was as I was getting sick. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like, it was going to be...
I don't need any more.
It was going to be time to go home and check out. Luckily, the show that I was doing was already done.
Okay.
So it was okay to just head on out and go. But I didn't get to the end of the day before that happened. And I was still doing, like, some off-air work. And, yeah, just what do you think happens, Adam? Things just happen. Things just sort of escape.
I've always said when things go south, they go south.
Just sort of slips right out. And then all of a sudden, there's a little bit too much. I had to go into the bathroom and I had to get rid of the pants that I was wearing and I had to change into my gym clothes. So that was a little awkward.
Repulsive.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt and gym shorts? No, yeah, I'm going to go over to the workout. Head over to the Y now. It's right across the street. It really was. I did. That's why I had my gym clothes, because I would always go from work right to the Y like a good, clean boy. That's what I would do. So, do you have any good, clean boys and girls that you would like to nominate from the weekend? Because I do. I would start with Jeremy Ruckert for the New York Jets. I saw a nice little posting on social media from the Cincinnati Bengals game. This cute little kid, mom posted this up, said, shout out to Jeremy Ruckert for making Carson's first Jets game one to remember, signed his Ohio State jersey before the game, gave him a hat after the game, and little Carson was saying it's the best day of his life. How good is that when you can make somebody's day?
He's a good, hard-working boy. Let him bring in your mail.
I always love that. I understand you can't sign every autograph, right? Mm-hmm. But I think most people in that position, they understand that if they can have a minute of time, maybe that's all it takes, maybe less, 30 seconds. I've seen videos of, there's one that went around where it was Josh Allen at one of the Bills training camps, and it was like a girl that was borderline crying. She looked like she was 16 or something, just a mega fan. He comes over, gives her a hug, and her face is just, she's so stunned. She doesn't know what planet she's on because she got to hug Josh Allen.
He's a clean boy. Wash your own damn sheets.
Mm-hmm.
So those moments can change a lifetime.
They really can.
Because, like, when you think about, when I was a kid, I was at the memorial, right? And Jim Furyk, sweet, sweet man.
Furyk. Very bald.
Very bald. He gave me a signed glove, handed it to me coming off one of the holes during a practice round. And I loved that man forever. This is a name. Camilo Villegas.
Camilo.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There was a great episode of him on the Full Swing.
Okay.
The Netflix show. Yeah.
So, he hit me with a golf ball.
Oh, really?
Yes. Hit me in the calf with a golf ball. I was just a wee lad.
What was like the distance? What was the shot type when you got hit?
I was sitting up by the green. It was on 10. He was in the fairway. He hit it to the left and hit me in the calf.
Off the bounce? Off the fly?
I can't remember. I think it it was off the fly. Because I remember.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So that was.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
That stung.
My dad, God love him, he goes, he's going to give you a signed glove and apologize. So he walks up. Now, I don't know if he ever knew that he hit me with the ball, but like everybody was waiting on him to walk up and apologize. He then proceeds to see his ball buried in the rough and throws his clubs into the sand and starts yelling. And so he did not give me a glove, did not apologize. And from that moment on, I was like, okay, not a big fan.
Yeah, I've got a similar story too, where someone that can work to the counter.
Duly noted.
I was a kid and grew up a big Baltimore Orioles fan. We got a new manager here. We'll talk to Jayson Stark in the next segment in addition to the World Series. Plucked a guy from the Cleveland Guardians, so that's going to be Baltimore's next guy. But I was there and it was, 30 minutes, an hour before first pitch. And you remember Mike Mussina, right? One of the best to do it for Baltimore. The best pitcher that we had growing up. And I'm sure that this probably wasn't the situation where you're getting a guy to sign autographs, right? But when you're a kid, you're none the wiser, right? You're hanging over the railings there, trying to catch a guy that's coming off of a quick bullpen session. Or I guess it's not a bullpen session. He's in the bullpen warming up to make his start. And it's just like, hey, Mike, can I have an autograph? and he just gave me like all it was a mean mug and a backhanded wave.
It's tough.
Like,
that sticks
that's
with
all it was, wave away, and just went back and went to get ready for the game. That's all it took for me. It wasn't long after that he became a New York Yankee, and he was dead to me anyway in a sports sense.
And just to be clear, I'm not sure that he knew he hit me with the ball. I think he was just upset at himself, but it was just a wild turn of events where you're like, oh, I'm going to have a great moment here. And then you're like, oh, that guy is very unhappy. I hope he's not mad at me.
I saw one. When did Christian Watson for the Green Bay Packers suffer this knee injury? Was this at the end of last season?
Yes.
Yeah,
he was
Christian
out.
Watson suffered a torn ACL, and they would have been playing the Chicago Bears. And, sometimes like just good feel-good videos circulate. Sometimes your algorithms know that you need something like that, and then some of the positivity starts to flush in to Instagram or Twitter, and that's always good when it happens. I never saw this or noticed this at the time, but it's always good to give a shout out to sportsmanship, right? Because sometimes you wonder if that is a thing that exists anymore. It does. I want to be very clear. It does.
But you want to spotlight it when it happens.
We highlight the negative. We do. We highlight the negative a lot more than the positive. But Jalen Johnson was the Bears cornerback there. And the millisecond that Watson went down, he immediately is right there and like puts his hand on his shoulder and like gets down on one knee and like says a quick prayer for him. Like there's a lot of that goes on in the football circles. I get that. And like Watson is in so much pain, and he is like instantly doing the hand wave to like bring somebody in. I think you could see it too with Scadaboo's injury. Anytime you see those major injuries, it's the worst thing to see, but you see everybody really come together because nobody wants to see anybody go down that way.
Did you see Mech do that with Mike Evans a couple weeks ago? Knelt down by him and put his hand on his leg, and you could tell he was saying a little prayer. And
that's a Mecca. I mean, that's what everybody knows a Mecca to be.
He's a good, hard-working boy. Let him bring in your mail.
I mean, when you look at Ohio State, they do a really good job coming off of those games, trying to sign as many autographs as they can. I mean, when they're walking off the field, road game, home game, they are taking off those wristbands like they're going out of style, throwing them to the fans, trying to make candy. Trying to make fans' days. Like that's what really builds fandom.
All right, Adam, World Series continuing. Jays and Dodgers set to go off in L.A. Hall of Famer Jayson Stark is there. Jason's Beef coming up in 2 minutes. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Things are moving slow and causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And traffic is slow on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and East Broad Street. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner, you're also a heating system that comes with a blanket owner. You need heating built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit CustomAirCo.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we helped Tom.
Hi, my name's Tom. I've been a patient at Tri-State Men's Health, and I'm being treated for low testosterone. I didn't really notice the issue of just the energy and feeling slow in the middle of the day and waking up feeling as if I hadn't even gone to bed. When I walked into Tri-State Men's Health, I was extremely impressed from the get-go with the results of the treatment. I wake up in the morning now with clarity. I have had more energy in working out. I definitely have increased my strength. I would say that if there are men out there who experienced some of the same problems that I did with inability to sleep well and waking up without feeling refreshed and having your energy flagging throughout the day, go see Tri-State Men's Health. It's changed my life and it'll change yours too.
Thanks, Tom. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jayson's Beef with Jayson Starr.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Adam King is sitting in for the common man here today. I know I can't even believe we're getting down to the bitter end of the Major League Baseball season. Can you believe it, Jayson? This could be the last one we do while games are going on.
Tim, if it's not the last one we do, it means the World Series is going to go 11 games. I don't think that's likely.
That's true. That was very dumb, yes. It definitely will be the last one we do with games going on.
Yeah, look, the chances of a rain out at Dodger Stadium would seem slim. The chances of a rain out in that dome would be slimmer.
All right, Jayson, I thought that this was the NBA for a quick second, where we have 4 days off in between every finals game.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we don't. Pretty sure, Tim.
Tell me what it's been like. You love watching outstanding pitching performances like the next guy. But what Yoshi Yamamoto is doing for the Dodgers, another complete game. He has been virtually unhittable. He was unhittable in 2025. I don't know how he only won 12 games with a 2.49 ERA. But what's his ERA in the postseason? Like 1 something? He's been unbelievable.
Yeah, but as you said, it's not the ERA. It's the innings. It's the workload. After the game the other night, 2 straight complete games in the postseason, both on the road, by the way. I asked Freddie Freeman, you think this is what it was like to play behind Grover, Cleveland, Alexander? So the next thing I know, we were talking about Old Hoss Radburn, who we didn't know a whole lot about, but he said, maybe we've got a new Old Hoss. That's it's pretty entertaining terminology, if you think about it, right? A new Old Hoss. I kind of like both Old Hosses.
Not bad.
I love it. All right. They're headed back to L.A. here. What is it like for, when you come off that game 1 win, you're feeling good, the Dodgers then steal one on the road. Where do you think mentally both of these teams are at as they get set for game 3?
Yeah, that's an interesting question because, the Dodgers are always the Dodgers. They've been here, done this, and they know the drill. This is new stuff for most of these guys playing for Toronto. George Springer is the only position player on their team who'd ever played in the World Series before. And you guys know this. They were just demolishing opposing starting pitchers. The ERA of opposing starters against Toronto. 1 second here. Hey. Sorry, I had to say a quick hello.
Uh-oh. Who was it? Who was it, Jayson?
It was Shohei's agent, if that tells you anything.
Wow.
Shohei's
agent
with the Stars, boys.
You are, because again, like we look at who they're playing. Shohei, everybody was saying he was going to be a Blue Jay, but of course he winds up being a Dodger. Here we are.
Yeah, apparently not. Right. So let me try to finish this. The ERA of opposing starting pitchers against the Dodgers before Yamamoto was 8.10. That's how much they'd beaten up on everybody that they've seen until that guy came around. And it does make you wonder if they go into this game against Tyler Glasnow, wondering if the Dodgers now have some kind of secret formula to shutting down an offense that has been unstoppable. It's the most interesting question about tonight, I think.
Yeah, and we talked last week about what Vlad Guerrero was doing. Any game you get where you can silence his bat has to give you some confidence if you're LA going forward here. And with Shohei sending one out of the park too, getting him, like, he needs to get more into a groove. But if you can, that's good sign for LA, who's already the best roster.
Yeah, it's kind of the nature of baseball that you spend all this time talking about the stars, and then it turns out to be Will Smith and Max Muncy who changed the games, and Alejandro Kirk and Addison Barger. We saw that last year with Shohei and Judge, and we've seen it a little bit this year with Shohei and Vlad. Vlad got a couple hits first game, but he was certainly not the central figure in the offense the way we're used to. Shohei hit a home run, probably the most meaningless home run he's ever hit, right? They were down by 9 at the time. And so this is a stage where you expect the Stars to rise up. They've both done it. It feels like there's going to be a moment for both of them coming up here. But baseball is so weird. I don't have to tell you this in any detail. You know it too. You expect one thing. It's always that other thing that happens.
Okay, so you're down there. You're hanging out with Shohei's agent. What's the vibes What's the vibes in L.A. right now? What are the fans feeling down there? I mean, I don't have to ask you about the weather because I know it's just always beautiful. But how's everything going there?
You want me to drop a little weather update for you? Tomorrow it's going to be 89 degrees.
Ridiculous.
Well,
it's bad.
Don't they know it's almost November?
Yeah, you guys are dealing with frost warnings or something. And
yeah, we got the frost.
How much heat can we bear here at the World Series?
Not that much. I mean, enjoy the 69 degrees tonight, is what I say.
All right, exactly. So, there's nothing like Dodger Stadium in a million different ways. I mean, it's hard to get in and it's hard to get out. And it's like my seat in the press box, I would say there's about maybe a third of an inch between me and the two writers sitting next to me. Like, we're just squished in here because it's a park from another time. But it does an amazing job of combining the best of another age and the best of a modern age. So it's loud, it's raucous, it's energy, it's beautiful. There's no place to watch a baseball game quite like Dodger Stadium, and it'll be rocking tonight. The last game these people saw, Shohei Ohtani hit 3 home runs and struck out 10 on the mound. So you just never know, do you? What might be next?
Jason's beef with the Hall of Fame writer Jayson Stark. Look, the Orioles made their move. They go to the Cleveland Guardians and get their top coach. So tell everyone about Craig Albernaz and what they're going to get, because the O's have a fierce lineup. They just need someone to help unlock that, get them pointed back in the right direction again.
Yeah, I don't really know Craig very well, but people rave about him. And he's in some ways, he's right off the assembly line of the best of the modern managers. He has incredible people skills, and he can connect with anybody in a locker room, and that's a huge part of the job, probably the most important part of the job, especially when you're talking about a team like the Orioles, where they're about young star power. And those young stars have not taken a step forward. So that's job one, I think, for him, is to connect with that group, get that group rolling the way everyone envisioned. But, he obviously comes from a very data-driven organization in Cleveland where they think way outside the box because they have to. He and Stephen Vogt extremely close, and I think you'll see a lot of Stephen in him. There's one other interesting aspect to this, and that is I wonder what he will bring to the job in terms of his own ideas. I mean, the Orioles have been about the most new age, data-fueled organization in the sport, where the manager was one of the it was one of those teams where I wouldn't say the game is scripted, but there are a lot of really strong ideas about how the game should be run every night. And I don't think you go out and hire a guy like Craig without giving him some leeway to do some stuff his way. So that's something to watch for you, Tim. What is he allowed to do his way as opposed to the Orioles way?
Well, I hope whatever way it is, it's a way that produces 100 wins next year. That would be fine with me. Jayson?
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, right. Good luck. Enjoy it tonight. Nothing like a World Series game at Chavez Ravine. We'll talk to you next week for Game 12 of the World Series, all right?
Yeah, looking forward to Game 12.
All right,
See you guys.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Yep, there he goes. Jayson Stark, the Hall of Fame writer with Jason's Beef on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We got to talk about a fool coming up as we hit the back page.
We talking about me?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a small delay if you're on eastbound 270 on that north outer belt between 23 and 71. And you're looking at a couple minutes slowdown on southbound 315 from 670 to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Aaron, I'm freaking out a little that you're giving away $500 in free repairs whenever someone buys a new water heater.
When people are faced with an unexpected expense, an unexpected gift helps restore balance to the universe.
Get Eco.
ECO. How many things can our plumbers do for $500 or less?
Tons of things.
Like what?
We can repair a toilet that's not working. We can replace a hose bib, install a utility sink or a vanity, run a water line to an appliance, replace a garbage disposal.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Replace a shutoff valve, fix an exposed water leak.
What's an exposed water leak?
It's one you can see. It's not inside a wall and it's not underground.
And we're going to do these sorts of things for free just because a person buys a water heater?
Yeah, for free.
Because we're restoring balance to the universe?
Balance to the universe.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna make you cool again, HVAC technicians.
Whoo, go to geteco.com.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350. Lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L's certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, savory stuffing, and cranberry sauce. The ultimate holiday comforts in a sub. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving turkey sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Attack and dominate. Morning Juice is on YouTube and 10TV Plus.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Join Bobby Carpenter and Tito weekdays starting at 6 or watch on demand. More Bobby, less commercials. The Fan.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Van Scoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
1, 2, 3. Football season is weird because we actually look forward to Mondays. It's Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
Little tradition here for me on Monday nights, occasionally Tuesdays, but it's Buckeye Roundtable shows. The great Jim Lachey is always hanging out with our friends Skip Mossick and Paul Keels. I go out there and I see Jimmy standing by the microwave, the little kitchenette area, and I say, Jim, who we got tonight? And he goes, Chiefs. He says, we're not going to win. I'm like, no. I meant who we got tonight on the show. Who's coming up on Buckeye Roundtable? We like some nice Buckeye football goodness to get a set from the weekend, get a set for Penn State here again. It's like, oh yeah, we got Adam Rittenberg. He'll talk some Big Ten football. So they got Rittenberg, Ryan Day scheduled to appear along with Tim and not Tim, along with Skip and Paul Keels.
You are Tim.
I'm Tim. I'm the captain. I'm the captain now. And no, I was going to say Tim because Tim May. He'll be on as well. So there will be another Tim. Speaking of a fool, not talking about any of those guys that we just mentioned. What the hell is up with Warren Sapp?
It's wild.
And I'm already soured on Warren Sapp because I don't know if you can still find an entire interview of this. You'd have to go way back into the Rothman and Ice archives. But they do their Gold Jacket Thursday segment, right? Every Thursday. It's good stuff. It's like a rotating thing. You get guys that have all went into the Hall of Fame. And they had Warren Sapp on one day. And Anthony was not there. And so Cole, the loose cannon, was doing it. And this was one of the first times that Cole has done that show. That's a big spot, right? Remember the first time you go in and you do a 3-hour show. You're in one of the bigger time slots. And you're talking to Warren Sapp. You want to make sure that it goes well, that you're nice, that you're respectful, you don't come off as rude or anything, being that it's one of your first times. But the way that Warren Sapp short answered a few of Cole's questions when I deemed them to be perfectly sane. One of them was about Travis Hunter because Warren Sapp has been an assistant coach on Deion's staff at Colorado. And he completely dismissed the question, was short with him. I thought Warren was rude. I thought it was crap the way that he acted in that interview. And what is he doing now before Colorado games? This is a very bizarre thing that Warren Sapp is doing that caught attention this weekend.
It doesn't make any sense. He walks around, and he's been doing this a couple games now, where he just walks around the end zone, and as a warm-up, he kicks over the pylon. All 4 of them, 6 of them. There's 6 of them, 5 of them. I don't know. Pylons everywhere.
And this is while he's got his headphones on, and he looks like he looks like a player getting ready, doing some kind of pregame routine. And Warren, you're not a player. You're a coach in a support role.
He just kicks over the pylons. And then, so I remember this came out a couple weeks ago, just videos of them all laying down. Well, now, because I'm sure that he saw the video of him kicking over the pylon, Coach Sanders is following him around. Deion's following him around, picking up the pylon.
Deion Sanders, who is riddled with blood clots right now.
He's got him picking up after him. And in case you're wondering, they are number 134 out of 136 FBS teams.
No, I don't even care about that right now. I don't even care about that. It just looks ridiculous. I don't know what he's doing. And the fact that you have Deion Sanders, who it's taking all he can do to be out there on the sideline to walk around and move around, and he is going up and cleaning up your ridiculousness. What are they even doing with Warren? Why are they even keeping him around right now? That's what I would like to know.
That's absolutely insane.
All right, let's hit the back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
All right, King, you got anything popping over there?
Well, Timmy, you ever been somewhere and somebody takes your seat and you get annoyed?
I'm trying to remember the last time I thought that somebody stole my seat. I would advise probably not worth it to make a big deal, because I used to be that way, and then you realize how sick the world can be, and best to just let that stuff go. Just let them finish.
You can't let this go. Thieves busted for stealing over 1,000 restaurant chairs in Spain. It was a group of criminals that over the course of 2 months were stealing restaurant chairs. 1,100 chairs. That's a grand total of $69,000 worth of restaurant chairs.
Yikes. What are you going to do with those chairs?
Where are the chairs sitting?
You stack them and then you sell them?
Maybe the guys
like an
open
odd
a
heist.
venue. Yeah.
Open a venue.
Yeah.
Like an event center?
I guess. What do you got?
I mean, we don't have to pay for chairs.
No.
We just need Rubbermaid tables now with delicate and eloquent tablecloths.
There's a Spanish wedding service incoming here. Well, not anymore because they got caught. What?
I don't like that.
It's
a bad thieves.
I just like
not good and clean. Are these the same guys that were knocking off the Louvre?
No, they were not.
Because that was a pretty ugly smash and grab job apparently at the Louvre. Did they catch those bastards yet?
I think they arrested 2 people.
How did it take so long? It's the Louvre.
There's still 2 more people on the loose.
You shouldn't get 5 minutes down the road. They should shoot you before you get out of there.
Just to be clear, those Louvre guys didn't steal $1,000. Restaurant chairs are big to steal too. Like at some point,
the Louvre guys were up in the low millions,
Yes.
weren't they? I would hope, or else it's a pretty bad theft.
I mean, you got to think that some guy looked over at his neighbor's house and he's like, "That guy has so many chairs. I'm probably going to call somebody."
King, thanks a lot for doing it.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me.
You gonna have a nighttime coffee?
I'm going to have a lot of nighttime coffees.
A coffee drink?
All the coffees.
How do you have a nighttime coffee?
I drink coffee as I'm doing my sports at 11:25. Fun fact.
It keeps you up all night.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know why I sound like Jiminy Glick.
I'm trying not to talk so we don't go over.
Well, we're fine. You got a clock right there.
This is so stressful.
This was perfect. This was perfect. It was just the proper amount of banter to get to the end of the hour, to get to the end of the show. We've got a lovely, lovely thing coming up here. We've got Buckeye Roundtable, followed by the Commanders and the Chiefs, which Jim has already told me the Commanders will lose. Have a great night here on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic on northbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and 33. We also have a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesson. Ohio Laborers would like to congratulate Member of the Week, Charlotte Murray. Laborers local number 534 Middletown. Charlotte is an 18-year journey person working with Stevens. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.